Hello, guys. Liam, I'll say on stream. Thank you for the 22 months. It is, and no, there is no beans. And God, dude, I hadn't even fucking. You couldn't see me, and you're giving bits already, dude. Thank you. You didn't need to. And thank you, Dragon. The lurk is appreciated. Ash, I see you in the chat already. I will quickly have to go and grab a cup of tea from the kitchen, but what I'll do is, as this is episode 9, Ash, I'll allow you to start talking. I'll be back in 2 seconds, and then, yeah, so Ash, over to you. I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys.
So, last time, the party took a bit of downtime, took a bit of wandering around, figuring out what they wanted to do next, chatting up a bit, whack-a-moling some immediate problems, and towards the end of it, they decided that they should head east towards the forest, because there were a few different things going on there at once that they figured, hey, this thing and this thing might be related, might not be related, either way, two birds, one stone. Let's go investigate at the very least. And if any individual characters want to pop up with their motivations or actions on the topic,
miss you, dude.
They're more than free to, but that's overall where we left the party as a whole at the end of the last session.
I'm back, by the way.
I was trying to think what Paladin Dave found out. Or what he nearly caused.
Wait, what?
Didn't you accuse someone of hiding information?
Did I?
Adam, I think you need to be more specific.
Yeah.
When we were running the store at the time, you were keeping out any. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you meant like right before we ended. That's what confused me. It's like, I remember that man.
What?
You remember when I just accused of strange looking, well, not the strange looking man, but the suspicious looking man?
Oh, I remember that Adam tried to. No, was it Adam?
Yes.
No, it would have been.
Yeah.
Anyway, in character, Liam was trying to sell a married couple a rope. I remember that.
And the rich man. No, I was going to sell him the rope, and I found out it was silk, so I was trying to sell it to the rich man instead.
The intention was there, though.
Yeah.
Didn't you ask someone what they were up to as well?
The only person I spoke to was the dodgy-looking guy who dropped that note. I asked him about the gold nugget.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Like you scared them off.
Yeah, but you got the note for him, though.
Oh, yeah?
I thought you picked it up.
It was Adam. That's Marie. It was Dan that picked it up.
It's alright. I thought Dave was talking to the guy, and then after that ended, I thought it was Dan that noticed it. No, Dave that noticed it. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, Dave was talking to the guy, and then literally got no answer, so walked away, and then Dana went afterwards and kind of sneaked around a little.
I'm Paladin Dave.
Not too much of an issue, just a bit of a misunderstanding my end.
Yeah.
That's it. I remember that our new friend Flincher was having a chat with this guy at a table in the pub. And he explained that, in the mountains to the north, there was some issue or something or other was happening. If I remember rightly, they were being kicked out of their jobs.
Basically, yeah, there was... But it sounds like somebody was trying to form a mercenary or adventurers guild, basically, and try and unite everyone, but at the same time, they were taking everyone's profits and not being nice about it, so we were going to look into it before, or we could look into it if we wanted to. Because at the moment it doesn't affect this town, but it will eventually, and it's stopping honest mercenary work.
And then we spoke to the animals, who told us that because of the note had a picture of a tree on it, like a specific tree with a river near it and all that kind of stuff, like a maple tree, I think it was. and the birds told us the forest nearby had some areas like that, maple trees, but though it was full of smoke with flesh people in it. Not in the smoke. I mean, there were flesh people about. They said fleshy like us, not furry. So okay. And then also I've got to go and do a ritual in the forest. Because apparently the group that I'm in doesn't say I'm the chosen one.
I really enjoy your interpretations of conversations.
Why? What did I say that wasn't 100% accurate?
All of that.
But specifically.
But specifically, all of that.
Just it's like, yeah, not everyone can be character level, class level people. Some of us are, CR 1/4 commoners. Just like, I am the chosen one now.
But it's not even that though. It was the fact of, oh yeah, no. It's like, well, you weren't the kind of person we'd normally take into our calling or would be picked by that weapon. What makes you so worthy of it? And then it's like, how dare you?
Well, typically the thing is that if something doesn't deem you worthy, then you just ask it nicely, and it usually works.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, all it was is that I picked up that sickle. The sickle.
Oh,
well, no, I think
yeah.
it to me.
Yeah, the moon sickle.
The moon sickle. Yeah. And I think it's something to do with my goddess, I guess.
Well, is there anything that we can do to make it better?
I think so. I've got to give an offering in the woods.
Oh, okay.
Which is part of where we're
Are
going
you
now.
volunteering?
Well, I don't need to go to the toilet right now, otherwise I would give an offering to the woods.
I mean,
Maybe later.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had a couple of things that we needed doing.
Which we
Well,
believe
wasn't we
is the
going
thing.
to that weird tree in the forest?
Yep. Deep, having a little bit of a look.
Well, shall we go now? Because I think it will be interesting. I think it will be fun too.
Oh, definitely.
And you'd see this as Gorgo's fighting with a fucking biscuit box. No, it's a plastic tray, and there's like the covering to go around, and I was trying to push it back in. It just was not going in. So Gorgo was fighting with biscuits.
You're losing against a bit of plastic.
What biscuit you
It
having?
hasn't even been invented in this world.
Yeah, no, it's just like a family circle pack, and it's like one of the trays that's got like the plastic covering, and I to keep the biscuits fresh, trying to push the little plastic tray in, but it's a really flimsy plastic tray, and it keeps getting caught on the wrap. Oh no, when they go soggy, it's the best because I dip them in the tea, and then just before they break apart, that's when I eat them. That's the beautiful. But let's not talk about Google's eating habits, and let's go into the woods. And thank you, Ashley, for banning that dipshit in the chat.
Yep. All right, so the party had adventured across towards the woods. Someone took away the fish I was using? Fine, no fish. There you go. That's what you get.
I'm gonna think Ash was using the fish as a marker where the party was, or going at least.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it and I'm like, I could delete this, but instead I'll just use it as a party marker. And then somebody moved it, and so, too late. You had your chance. Fish gone.
Yeah.
So the party was adventuring. They spent a little bit of time journeying across, mostly down road through semi-open field, until they finally did make their way to the forest. And it was at the forest's edge, I believe, or not at the edge, but like at the horizon rather.
Yeah.
Like it was in clear walking distance at the time when we ended last session. And yeah, the party had started to make their way into the forest. Is there anything in particular you guys are doing to move through the forest? Or are you simply meandering about? You know, set the scene for me. What are you doing?
Just a quick question more for how Gorgo acts. Are the party stealthing or are we just walking? This is more quickly asking because he'll kind of mimic you guys.
Same thing. I'll mimic whatever they're doing.
Yeah, I'll be doing the same.
It's probably more likely to move like a bit cautiously. Not necessarily stealth in itself, just keeping an eye out.
I can help us out with a bit of stuff when we get a bit closer. Maybe.
Well, what I was gonna do really was I was gonna use the things you taught me, and I was gonna make a stealth bush. But if we don't need it yet, then there's no point.
A stealth bush? I thought you could do pass without a trace.
Yeah, well, that's what the bush does. That's how I cast. Remember when I did it at the temple, and you told me not to do it with living plants because they don't like it. But you said it was okay if I made my own.
Where is your bush right now, Google?
Well, I can grow one.
Won't take a while?
No, I can grow a really big bush in a few moments if I need to. Lovie taught me how to make bushes. What's funny about bushes?
No idea.
No.
To be honest, I have no idea what they're on about.
So it's how big? So how big can these bushes grow?
Well, as big as I want to, really. But it'll take longer if I want to make a bigger bush. Because I have to work on it a little bit.
You have to give it a trim every now and again.
No? It's a bush. If it gets too big, I'll just leave it alone because I don't need it because it's too big. And if it's not big enough, then I can just grow it.
No, that's fair enough. Can you make multiple bushes at once?
Yeah.
Or just one at a time?
Yeah.
What do you want a bush?
Maybe to hide a bit later.
Okay.
Unless you want to share.
Google will cast.
Take one of Chad's bush.
Google's going to cast Druidcraft, and he's going to start growing a bush for them to hide under.
Yep. Okie doke.
So I'm going to cast Bushcraft.
Oh dear.
That is going to take a little bit since it is only,
It's only
blossoming
little
or
bits at a
opening.
time. Yeah, no,
It's not plant growth.
Danny assumed that and told Gorgo.
Orgle's got a new friend, eh?
Gorgo's
yeah,
making a
so-
bush now.
Gorgor hunkers down and begins crafting a bush. Is everybody else just spectating this miracle of life, or?
Yeah. No, just watch the bush growing.
I'm going to keep an eye out just in case something decides it wants to make a meal out of us.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
I'll give him a hand. Making it bigger.
Okay.
I meant, you know what I meant.
We know what you thought you meant, but what you actually meant.
What are you
Yeah.
doing, half-orc?
Don't. I'm the half-orc.
It was Danny. It was Gorgor that was speaking.
Ah.
Hey,
The
Danny.
thing is, I knew exactly what she meant, but I
Oh,
just
we all
couldn't
did.
get away from it.
We all knew what she meant.
I assumed she meant just Druidcraft with me, but he just said it so bad.
Hey, Danny, what was that thing about saying in character?
I wasn't speaking that time. That was completely out.
Oh, dear.
But yeah,
So Flynn is the first person to notice it. As Gorgor and Lovey are working to craft this bush, grow it large, and just make some terrain to utilize, as it's growing from the base up, it is dying as fast as it's growing,
Oh.
very quickly withering and rotting.
Is that meant to happen, Lovey?
I think it's not supposed to.
And I'll look around at the trees and what would be flora. Is it all dead? Or dying?
Not all of it, but you can definitely easily spot a portion of the forest that's kind of decayed in the same way that the land near the ruins when you first arrived was very dead and just withered. It seems like that has, to some extent, spread to this forest as well. The forest as a whole is not dead throughout, but you can spot the occasional dead tree. There's some brown dirt parts rather than leafy foliage parts. Like, just at a glance, there is something killing
Not
the
quite
land.
right.
So,
Aw.
are we wanting to look for the thing that's making the land, as Gorgor would probably put it, not dead, or are we looking for the thing that's killing the plants?
Well, someone has made the area anti-stealth bush.
Somebody is killing the plants.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do it.
Just,
I'm
yeah.
so
Just
glad.
how far did we, when we walked into the forest, did the effect take effect? Do we notice the trees not dying?
Well, at this point, you guys had just parked it to start crafting, so
What about 10
Yeah, I
steps
mean,
in?
yeah.
So yeah.
You guys are not that deep.
Wait, so
Not yet.
wait, we're here looking for the tree, right? The tree that's connecting to whatever you need, right? Pointed towards our religious pillar.
Yes, I'm aware that the our nugget does have magical properties. However, I don't know if it's causes stuff like this. I hope not.
Well, given the
But
fact that
even if
you
it-
two are meant to be, like, holy people, I would expect whatever your thing is probably keeping these trees alive to stop whatever the rot is doing. So,
Lovey.
Do we want-
I'll go.
Lovey.
Yeah?
I've just had a thought. Because, he's stopped bush making now because, it's not working. When things are dead and, rotten like these are, back home, we were told to cut it all away and burn it to stop it spreading. Should we do that here?
No. No.
But
That's how fires happen.
But if it's all dying, it's gonna get worse. So shouldn't we stop it?
I don't think that we can, stop it without some different kind of thing. I think So the woman that I met in the house that's in town basically said that it had been a while since they'd been able to come here and make an offering. So maybe that's why it's dying, or
We
maybe
should-
it's because of the people in the centre of it are burning. There's lots of smoke apparently. I think if we've got a problem with smoke, we shouldn't set more things on fire.
We should probably be quicker. Because this sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, so let's move.
Right, so back to the question I first asked. Which way are we moving? Towards the place where they're not dying to see if there's something keeping them alive, or into the place where they
Yeah.
are dying to try and stop whatever's killing them?
Is there any way I can hear like running water, the sounds of or sight of a river?
You can certainly try.
I also want to point out that when he's been saying this, Flynn's eyes been looking towards the divide, and then is crossing his arms to point at which direction he's going. So right pointing towards the left, and left pointing towards the right. Which way
Yeah.
are we going?
Not know his left and right.
No, he does know him. He's just crossing his arms through the pointing. My first point I made with my right hand.
Aesthetically, I clock it, not.
Yeah, it's not a reason. It's just I'm literally doing this action, realizing no one can see, so I thought might as well describe it.
Like right arm is pointing down left path, left arm is pointing down right path.
Yes. Just cross the arms, so just pointing like which way are we going? Like, my first option was to use my right hand.
Gorgo will remember that.
That's
Are
a
you
14.
using anything to augment that, or are you just trying to outright listen?
Let me have a look. What have I got? Going through the cycle now. Druid to fighter. I've got. I've got to remember how to do this. I don't suppose Druid craft would help at all. And I can't burn another speak with animals today. No, nothing to augment it, I'm afraid.
Alrighty.
Can't think of anything that would help. Unless anybody else wants to give me a hand. Do something, contribute.
I'm going to start casting detect as a ritual then.
Detect magic?
What? Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Confirming, was it detect magic you said?
Yes, as a
Okay.
ritual.
While you do that, Lovey, from the very minimum, assumptions you can make, you don't immediately hear any water, but, there's mountains to the north, there's ocean to the south. You could at least make a logical guess at, the way water flows.
Well, this is it, because we know that particular... the thing that we're looking for, the spot with the tree, has water.
Was there any other indication on it, or was it just the picture?
I'm sorry, were you asking me?
I'm asking generally, was it just a picture, or was there a heading we were given as well?
Hello.
Hello there.
They did not get given much heading because they kind of just found this treasure map and decided to follow it.
Right.
So yeah, we have absolutely no knowledge of what is actually going on. Their objects might not even be here.
Right. Well, if we're looking for a tree near water, then shouldn't we find water first? Because water's gonna be easier than one tree.
Well, that's what I was doing.
Well, have you have you found it?
No.
Well, you haven't done it then.
I'm sorry. You have a go then.
Okay. I will go off in that direction and look for water.
Is there anything tied to that direction, or are you
Nope,
just
I just
saying...
literally picks a random direction apart from the one we came from, and we'll go
Yep.
and look.
Okie doke.
I'm assuming just a perception check.
Yeah.
Peter.
Well done.
By one.
Yeah. Barely, but we did it anyway.
There's not water like readily apparent other than what you know to be the coastline further to the south in the dingier, darker looking part of the forest. Brain wanted to say forest and woods at the same time. Don't know why.
Potato. It's a potato. It's okay.
Yeah.
Teetle?
But yeah, as you push in, you do start getting into thicker parts of the woods, at least.
Right.
And there is obviously the trees get denser, the trees get thicker, the woods gets a little darker. And it's... Despite how much life you can hear, you're not seeing any life aside from the trees. Like, for what sounds like such a busy forest, you're not seeing, like, squirrels run past, you're not seeing, like, birds fly over, you're just hearing a lot of rustling throughout. And not behind you or in front of you explicitly, just in general. It's a very active forest for how inactive it looks.
Which obviously, I'd imagine that's discrepancy from what he's used to.
I mean, I don't know what his experience with forests are. It's just, like you go out for a walk and you're like, oh, hey, look, there's some birds, there's a squirrel.
I'd imagine he's been in them before, but probably not super much.
What does he think a forest is?
Well, it's a place with a lot of trees.
I mean, yeah, but I thought you were going to say something that one didn't actually make sense. Never mind.
Wow.
That is
fucking rude.
Wasn't very nice.
Wow, Rose. Lovey is evil.
No. I just mean, the fact that you keep on talking about putting yourself in a bush to be... You get what I mean. I'll look at the rest of them.
He's had positive reinforcement from it, because the one time he did it, it worked.
So does he think he does everything brilliantly then?
Of course he does.
Yeah.
He believes the hype.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean, you've only just figured that out. This is Gorgo we're talking about.
I just mean... I thought you were going to say something as in, like... some kind of... I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, just not it's got a lot of trees. That was not what I was expecting.
God.
So you didn't know what to expect, but were shocked with what you got.
Conversation about a weather rock, and you suddenly gain sanity. You know what I mean? Sorry.
Oh dear. We have broken Rose.
I think Rose is just aggressively confused.
I'm very confused.
I would call this aggressive confusion.
I just mean because you didn't realise that plants were alive.
Well...
You know that forests have trees. Do you know the difference between a forest and a wood?
Well...
Size.
Well, wood is what a tree is made of, and a forest is made of trees.
Yeah, but technically you can call lots of trees woods.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because trees are made of wood.
Lovey,
Yeah?
why are you trying to make it worse than it is currently?
Because it's fun
For whom?
for all of us.
Okay, who's
Well,
enjoying?
let's do
Who's
stuff.
enjoying? Let's see. Who's enjoying this conversation so far?
I'm sorry, are you not? Is that what you're trying to say?
We're currently on a mission to try and find something for these two, and you're too busy trying to make Gorgor try and figure out what the difference between a wood and forest is. When you knew he wasn't going to give you the answer you wanted. It's not
Wait,
funny. It's if
just
anything,
a
if anything, it's almost like you're bullying him.
Sorry. Who do you think you are?
Flintside Bronze fella. Don't you remember? I did tell you.
Yeah, I do. I remember we met you in some sewers, which doesn't seem great. I wasn't bullying Gorgor, I was just talking to him. You put negative connotations on me because maybe you're insecure or something. I don't know.
So you're
I wasn't
you're blaming me for your poor choice of words.
I wasn't bullying.
I mean, I'm gifted with words, but I'm not putting words in your mouth.
Oh, you pretty much were.
Oh no, you were saying all those things yourself.
I asked him quite innocently, did he know the difference between woods and forests?
And you knew the answer he was going to give you would be fun. For you to have a conversation about it.
Going to talk to him and show him the difference between a wood and a forest?
Is right now the time for it, though?
When is the time for it, then? For you?
I don't know. Maybe not when we're in the middle of a place where we could be attacked by demons.
So, I'm sorry, do you have a problem with me asking Gorgor the question, or have me a problem with trying to do it on a mission?
Doing it on a mission, really. Doing it on a mission. Because right now, you're talking to me, I'm talking to you, everybody else is paying attention to us. Who's paying attention to that thing that's probably sneaking up on us?
What thing?
DM, if you would be so kind.
What thing?
I'm seeing that +9.
I'm just saying.
Ash, can you call for initiative already? They're gonna kill each other.
I'm just watching eating like the Michael Jackson meme, listening to popcorn, just.
But yeah, what you're about to say is you're sat there eating popcorn where you're proving the point that nobody's paying attention while this conversation's happening.
Yeah. I'm just watching the conversation. Like
It's entertaining. Nothing to say.
Oh dear.
Guys, come to Tuesday.
I'm sorry. Apologise, Gorgor. Did I make you feel negative for asking you what the difference between woods and forest is?
Well, no, I've just thought you needed help.
Well, no, I was going to tell you the difference between a wood and a forest because I wasn't going to start explaining to you if you already knew because that's just bad manners.
Oh, okay. I thought you didn't know and needed help, but I didn't know, so apparently.
Well, I don't know. You might have a different answer to me due to, your upbringing differences and stuff like that. I just didn't realise that I was bullying you now by asking an innocent question. And I can't decide what your problem is, to be honest, Flynn, because one minute it's because I'm bullying Gorgor and the next it's because we're not watching the area around us. So,
would you
like to explain how my words are negative then? And how it's okay for you to say this to me?
How is it okay for you to be asking Gorgor about woods or forest when you already know the answer he's going to give is not the answer everyone else would expect?
I'm sorry, did you not go to school?
You weren't trying to teach Gorgor anything. You had no intention of doing that. The intention of your words was to try and make you seem more intelligent than Gorgor.
Oh my, I'm sorry. Have you been hurt by somebody before?
Quite a few times. I've got the scars. I've got the scars to prove it.
No, I mean like emotionally.
Again, yes.
As somebody, asked you a question before, when they're not actually, when they're trying to teach you, not, make you seem stupid.
quite a few times people have talked to me and asked me questions, and they've not had a problem because they've normally been either trying to find out information or to teach me, not to belittle me.
That's it. All I was doing was asking because me and Gorgor, you know, we have chats about creatures and animals, and I've taught him spells and stuff like that, and he's taught me as well.
That's good.
And I'm just trying to see why you're trying to, I don't know, maybe you feel a bit insecure with your standing in the group to try and upset the balance by shit stirring. I don't know.
Well, you don't want me around, you just say it.
I didn't say that we didn't want you around. It just seems like you don't want me around, and I'm not quite sure why you have a problem with me.
I haven't got a problem with you at all. I just had a problem with your attitude. But now you've
What
turned that
attitude?
attitude. And you have my answer. Right there.
What? I'm sorry. Please explain to me, because you obviously think something that isn't true. And you're trying to gaslight me by making it seem that I was trying to be mean towards Gorgor.
I'm calling it how I'm seeing it. You're just being very defensive.
I'm not being defensive. I told you what I was doing, and you've not listened to me.
I've
If
listened.
anything,
I've listened. You're just very defensive. You didn't defend it and say, no, I wasn't. You called me insecure.
Shall you take this argument at another time and place? Let's just continue the mission. Let's just put a peg in it, shelve it up for a later discussion in a less hostile area.
Why is it when I suggested that earlier, nobody paid attention, but now you're all bored and will want to do it?
It's not bored, it's the fact that I'm aware this is going to take a lot longer to resolve than we have in time. So let's just be sensible, put a pin in it, shelve it for a later discussion in a safer environment.
I'm sorry, Gabriel, but in the past week I've been called not only a racist, but a bully. And I'm just trying to find out why everyone thinks, instead of talking to me like a normal person, they're just going to throw insults at me.
Well, I can't answer for others. Let's just move on. And we can come back to this at a later date. Honestly, I'm more than happy to stand with you and discuss it myself. I don't mind. But let's just continue with the mission.
It's okay, I do understand, you know. Maybe I shouldn't talk. Maybe it'd be better if I was silent. And she will fall completely silent to this.
If you wish that, then absolutely fine. But let's just move on.
So, Gorgor, which way are we going?
Well, we was going that way.
Well, let's go that way then.
Gorgor was like halfway in the direction of, I believe, the south path before he got distracted with watching the spectacle.
Yeah, no, I will continue. I think the best thing to do is to go more towards the dead ones. So I would go more towards the dead ones.
20 minutes until we finally get where we're going.
Pretty much.
Now, I believe people commented on wanting to be stealthy once they were deeper into the woods.
Yeah, but the problem is they've got anti-bush technology, so I can't do that. But I can try and be slow and quiet.
I'm sorry,
I'm about to say, yeah, I love how you also had to correct the DM then about how you sneak.
Well, normally I would sneak by taking a bush and sneaking, but because I can't do that now, I'm gonna have to do it a different way. So I'm letting the Sky God know how I'm going to do it, so she knows how I'm doing it.
You like your bush, don't you, Dan?
I am loving Gorgor just walking, just looking directly at the fourth floor and just going like, "Hello, can you hear me?" Right then.
So
Shall we
I
go
am
then?
going to slow my movement, and I am going to try and use the big trees to hide me as we move into the dead ones, looking for water and this special tree that Lovey needs.
Okay. Show me how successful that is.
The stealth or the finding of the water.
Start with the stealth from everyone who's attempting, unless anyone is actively not attempting.
Well, I've just finished casting detect magic, so I want to know what's going on with that first.
Oh, you can do
Boys.
that as you can do that as we sneak.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'll
I was going
sneak
to catch you with that because I was going to let you walk with that, so to speak.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I'll just time it just as the arguments were ending.
You've just been sat there with like your two like ritual components like ready, and you're just kind of like, are they done yet? Are they okay? Okay,
Yeah,
now we're gonna finish.
Pretty
them.
much. Just like I'll just ignore him while I'm doing this.
I have disadvantage at stealth. That's why there's 2.
Okay,
So
I'll take the 10 then.
Are you sure the 10 looks tempting
It's
though?
a hard choice, that one, isn't it?
I'll take the 10 or the 10.
Okay, so as you finish detect magic, now
To be fair, you
did
know
you play
what?
a little fast and loose? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, 15's a really good roll. And it's almost the lowest roll out of everybody. We've rolled, that was a pretty damn good round of stealth. 15, 16, granted 9, 10, but then there's a 19 and a 20. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, you're on disadvantage.
All in, that's pretty damn good. I just wanted to point that out, because I went to say, like, Gorgo did, like, pretty damn well, but then I'm like, no, most people got better than me. But even the lower ones are not that far off. Alright.
Alright, as I was gonna say though, you do detect very faint traces of magic moving through just about everything about you. Like in the trees, in the dirt. You haven't seen much in the way of animals, but it is a very magic-rich land. You're not seeing any particular, like, oh, this one tree is enchanted with fireball magic or anything standing out like that. But you are just seeing an overall pulse of magic basically running through everything's system, including the dead stuff.
Most alive as well as the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like generally strong in like certain areas, or just generally?
It's more of a
Weak.
faint pulse running through just everything. You're not seeing any particular standouts of like, because it doesn't give you like direction. It's not, you only detect magic in a small radius around you, so you can't just look around the horizon and be like, oh, that's the brightest.
It's not like it's got like a flow or anything.
Roll me an Arcana check if you want to look into like if you can see maybe its origin source,
Yeah,
like
interesting.
direction at least.
I'm gonna say that's a good idea.
Yeah. 18.
Yeah, that is a pretty solid. From relative to where you guys are, because you guys came in a little north of where the deadwood is like at its thickest.
Yeah.
Definitely southeast seems to be where it's. Maybe congregating would be the best word. Like, it is flowing through and between everything. Like, the tree in front of you and the tree behind you are connected and back and forthing, but there's a small runoff kind of in that direction. And the magic does seem to have a faint necromantic lean to it.
And would you be
So-
pointing this out to Gorgor as you're going, Adam? Or Dave?
Yeah. What I've done is which direction was Gorgo going in?
Pretty much south.
And I was just like, Gorgo, it's that direction.
Yeah, no, because I was
was
only
mostly
asking.
right.
I was only asking because
Yeah.
if you'd have pointed it out, Gorgor would basically go the direction you tell him. So,
Yeah,
so,
'cause
so
I
the
think-
party in general's going in that way.
Yeah, as I say, as this Gorgo's like traveling, I was like, no, that direction, not the way you're going, Gorgo, but close.
I'll happily, no issue, just change and follow Dave's direction and go southeast.
Yeah.
Though we do want to clarify as well, when I say necromantic leaning, I do mean in the broader school sense, not the... Because, like, Revivify is technically
Yeah.
necromancy, but,
All
you know, when you
healing
think...
spells
yeah.
are technically necromancy. Because necromancy deals with life and undeath and death. So,
Yeah. Pretty much the school of magic.
yeah.
It still can be the undeath
It's just,
aspect.
it's,
I'm
it's just anything under
yeah.
that umbrella, which it could be good, it could be bad, it could be somewhere in the middle. Because
Yeah.
I've always preferred that argument, because necromancy is not always evil. Mostly, but not always.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm not
God.
saying it's not evil. I'm just saying, you know, like...
Paladin Dave,
Yep.
when we get closer, see if you can pop one of your divine senses.
I can do that if you need me to.
Yeah, we'll save it towards near the once the magic gets a bit stronger.
Oh, yes.
Just in case we have any trouble.
And you do kind of follow the... It's hard to trace exactly where, but you do get the occasional faint, like... I almost want to say, like, chakra points, effectively, of... You know, like, it's a greater network kind of system, so you just find the little...
Yeah.
The little slightly higher concentration points, and you're like, ah, yeah, you know, like, following them along kind of like that.
Because what I'd probably do if the party allowed us to stop every now and again just to recast it.
That is obviously going to slow your progress a little bit, which... Party's discretion, I'm just commenting on.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it like every 10 minutes. I'd like go a bit further and then. But I'll try to keep it to a minimum if permitted.
Party? Any response to that?
I didn't hear what he said, sorry. I
I
was
have
being
no
spoken
issue.
to.
I have no issue if he wishes to stop every so often.
Yeah, he just said he wanted to stop every so often just to make sure that he can keep up detect magic not every on cooldown, but
Okay, well, if you tell me when you need me to stop, we can stop. I don't know how far we've got to go, though, so...
We could probably move for a little bit of time without having to.
But
Sure,
when
yeah.
you tell me that you need to stop to take a moment, then we will stop.
I will do. And they're just so we're keeping the general direction. And then hopefully we should find the source of this magic.
and then while he's doing that, was anyone in particular taking point on keeping lookout for front, rear, etc.? Was anyone helping?
I'm happy to hold the rear guard.
Okie doke.
I'll keep an eye out towards the front.
I will keep an eye on the people in the group, just in case anything happens to them. I will be watching us.
Okay.
Funny.
Was somebody helping you with that in particular?
I was helping me because that was.
Oh,
in that
okay.
mod.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sounds good.
Lucky.
Yep.
Halfling.
Yeah, that was... Good.
I'll do perception for the rear guard then. Really bad.
Can't help with that.
Gabe's not doing very well tonight.
Yeah, +0. Come on.
Ouch.
Not very perceptive.
Alright, let me...
I'm gonna roll my perception in case anybody I don't know turns evil or something. I'm watching us.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
While you are going, Flynn, you do see some very thick-looking ropey kind of vines, and your attention is immediately drawn to, like, it's getting thicker and thicker in the woods. There's some mean-looking, twisted-looking trees, naughty-looking vines. And you do see a shadow of a figure far ahead across a slightly, like, clearing is putting it generously, but the trees aren't quite as dense. You're not quite as stepping over everything. But it is still fairly, thick with foliage. Your attention is immediately drawn to that, which does alert you to the presence of, and you're able to notify the rest of the party if you so choose that, hey, there's someone up ahead.
Yep, I do that.
Unfortunately, the one thing you don't clock, Gabriel just barely spots it as the rear guard, but is not, like, very last second, like, Gabriel is not surprised by this thing, but before he can even open his mouth, quote unquote, it's already too late, as the party is set upon by some living vines that were mixed in with the foliage. I moved the party over to here.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Is the vines? I say, would the vines be magical though?
Oh, we found water.
Yep. I found that.
You've been seeing magic running through every single thing you encounter, and trying to spot, like, detect magic. If you look at a thing, you can see magic, but everything you've been looking at has
like
magic
this map.
running through it.
This is
It's
a pretty
hard,
map.
hard to decipher anything specific.
This is a pretty map.
Yeah.
Where are we from?
We've
You
got
guys
a
are going to
group.
be right here. You've been
Okay.
you've been going southeast towards the more deadlands, but you've still been kind of in the thicker, like, it is slowly spreading up a
No,
little more.
I like it.
yeah.
I like it a lot.
That's why I couldn't see it.
Yeah, I, like, templated what I wanted to do with it before, and then I made it incarnate, so it was technically, like, one map that I then, like, so I knew, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no. It's good.
I'm getting out of the vines. Liam.
What?
Paladin Dave, why are you in
I
the
didn't go in
vines?
the vines. I like
Liam,
one.
you're just not where you should be.
I moved myself, but didn't move. There we
There you
go.
go.
Lovey.
Daddy.
There we go.
There we go.
Pop. I gave them red backgrounds so they'd pop a little better on the map, because they do actually,
yeah,
like,
no.
He's like, what are we being attacked
no,
by?
no, I want immersion. I want hidden tokens.
like, I mean, like, I'll take away
to be
one over
fair,
there.
no, I mean, to be fair, this one as well. Is it me, or does it look like a dryad's face or something that's screaming?
Oh, it does.
That looks like a
probably
very
okay.
aggy dryad.
Liam's character literally looks like he's blended in 'cause it's so difficult
wait.
to tell it.
That is an
Yeah, like-
aggy dryad.
Like,
Yeah,
if I take away the,
Oh, yeah,
I just
Fine.
zoomed in and it is. I thought it was just
A
happening.
squiggle. Nope. Yeah, we need the red background, otherwise we'd never spot those.
Yeah.
immersion in
Oh.
character and out of character, you can't see them.
I would like my immersion, please.
No, because I had them on the GM layer as well, which then makes them like, transparent, and I'm just like, okay, no, if I can't see them,
Yeah.
no.
It's okay.
But yeah, Flynn was a little towards the front. And yeah, Flynn's able to point this out. You guys do have the split second to, like, oh, hey, there's someone up ahead, and kind of reposition. And
No.
you guys are alerted by this guy, but the other four are still just kind of nipping at your heels, catching you off guard.
Well,
That said, you guys were moving.
I was
Go on.
leading the charge anyway, so that's okay.
Yeah. But you were leading the charge and walking backwards to watch the rest of us.
Well, no, that was more in reference to when we stop, I'm watching you and then going. I didn't mean as we were walking. That would be silly.
What was I thinking?
But yeah, it is that point that I am going to open up this thing.
Oh.
That thing's been opened.
I think I know where this is going.
8.
All right.
just had the stupidest thought ever.
Oh,
Oh, you'll see. You'll see.
vines are surprisingly not dexterous.
Ooh.
Oof.
Good thing I got it on initiative, nothing else.
Sort. Now I am going to restate, just for clarity's sake, because we are acting in initiative because this is a potentially dangerous situation where parties, you know. What is this? Whatever. Why do I have 2 Paladin Daves and... Oh, I know what this is. This is old initiative didn't get. I have weird looking initiative because it didn't clear out the other map despite
Oh,
the
I
initiative
don't.
order
I'm
being...
gonna say I only see one on mine.
Yeah, on my end I have both because DM I assume from...
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. All I know is I have 2 Paladin Daves, 2
Can you
Cleric
clear
Daves,
it?
etc.
Like, as in,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I just have to cherry pick them. Get rid of this Gorgor. Yeah, sorry about that. I opened up initiative and it was fine, and then it exploded.
Yeah, it's weird because normally, whatever the turn order shows, we all can see it. So I'm surprised that we don't see the fuck up at the same time.
Yeah, here, let me...
I believe you. I'm just saying, like, it's weird.
Yeah.
It has all gone wrong.
It's just bizarre on my end, so... Yeah, just give me 1 sec to clean that out.
Yeah. And while we wait, I will take this time to, as Adam, thank you for putting the command in. We're doing a giveaway when we hit 1,000 followers on the Twitchies. I've got a headset, RGB mouse mat, mouse and keyboard, like all in one combo set. That it'll be channel points for entries. When we hit 1,000 followers, we'll start giving that shit away. So if people are watching that have never seen us before or ain't followed, do so now. Forever hold your channel points.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Wow!
God.
Oh my god!
Thank you for the 100 bits, but those aren't channel points, they're bits. That is different. And the thing is as well, and obviously for people like God and stuff, I don't care where you are in the world as well. Like, I'd imagine at most it'll probably cost me like 30 quid to send to some like really remote part of the world. I don't mind, because it's a giveaway, so yeah. I don't care where the fuck you are. As long as you can use it, you can have it. If you win. But thank you, God, for the 100 biddies. Now we get to some
And then,
fighting.
either way, initiative is fixed. And at least fittingly, the vines are at the top of the initiative order. And the bottom 2 are instantly going to zoom towards the louder members of the party that they heard approaching. They are moving individually. I'm just moving them all at once for organization's sake. If anyone wanted to react to any of them, I don't think any reactions based on them entering, but...
No.
No.
But yeah, and then we're just gonna go around on the clock. So first roll, second roll, third, fourth.
Well, who are they attacking?
But yeah, the vines all just zoom out of their hiding positions and pounce on the party, striking at them as they approach. First attack goes to Finn, as they just try and wrap around and squeeze their thorns into any open flesh they can find. On to Gorgor, on to Dave, and then on to Gabriel.
The one-
I'm attacking Gabriel, that one there.
The
Yes.
one that doesn't
I
have
want
flesh.
to attack that one, please, Sentinel.
I like how you specify they try and find flesh, and the only one that doesn't have flesh is the only one that hits.
No.
I would like to put a smite on that, please.
Oh,
Jesus.
Or you'd
Yeah,
like to
go
make
ahead.
that-
He's been waiting.
Let's just do
And-
some mighty whitey.
What were you saying, Michael? Probably doesn't
Is
hit.
it-
Was your
No, mine does.
What, 5
you
hits you?
Oh no, I thought I was I thought I was the 15. Not the
15
not-
was the original
Oh,
initiative
that didn't
roll
do-
of the other guy.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That,
It was 5, 7,
sorry.
15, 21, yeah.
Sorry, I just saw the 15 and hadn't paid attention, so
That's fine.
it was like, that's for me, that blah, 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 blah. Oh, that's
it'd be 2d8 on top because I don't think I'll get the extra damage will they?
You
Oh,
still
wow.
get you still get
Might
the you still get plus 16, yeah.
Oh no, we're on about like for the
For the
what do you
crit.
call it? The undead and fiends, they're not evil.
Oh.
Yeah, because you get an extra 1d8 if they are undead or fiend, don't you?
Yeah, this one just evaporates as it tries.
That. And which one hit me? Was it 15? That would be a miss, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. You
let
hit
me just double
Gabriel.
check
I make you into powder. Fuck.
I will
Okay, that-
smile and nod at my friend Paladin Dave.
I was about to say that. I mean, that 13 still wasn't max roll.
Yeah, that's a good point. That 13 set up wrong, Liam.
There's another 12 that goes
Now
on top
what
of
I
that.
did
That's-
was
that's
I kind
25.
of did it through the character sheet, not through
Yeah.
the old
Yeah,
20, so
that's
it
what I'm
would be
saying. So it should be even higher, is what
No,
we're
No, yeah,
saying.
it should have been 12 added on the top, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
instead of the 9 you rolled. So it's only an
No,
extra
what-
3, but
Yeah. Wait, what?
because what it is.
no, it's
No, it
9
didn't
plus
double.
4 plus 12, Danny.
Okay, what I did was I rolled on the character sheet, not clicking the crit.
Over and over it. No, oh, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. It's dead anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dead. It's incorrect. We'll deal with it next time.
Yeah.
Twos get re-rolled if I remember with my thingamajig.
That is
Uh,
only for the initial weapon hit itself.
Yeah, that is only for the weapon damage, not the smite damage.
Oh no, but about like no, as I said though, because that's a 2. What I'm saying is it rolled 2 plus 4. Well, I think it changed the 2
No,
to
roll-
a 5.
No, but it rolled a 5 and a 4.
I don't.
It rerolled
Anyway.
it for you. It rerolled it for you correctly.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It did re-roll that. So I was saying because there's confusion.
Anyway.
going on. I'm getting confused by the confusion now.
Anyway,
It's dead. Don't worry, dude.
Yeah. Hey.
But yeah, so as they advance, you do react quickly enough where you can catch them and dodge out of the way of them. Despite them being fairly well camouflaged in, the moment they start moving, your eyes did at least clock, oh hey, we're under attack, guys. The angry-looking screaming dryad, as quoted, whatever, is technically still facing off towards a more eastern direction. So he didn't quite hear you guys approaching either, as he was distracted. Oh. Welcome back. Welcome back, whoever had to rejoin.
thank you. What did I mean?
Nothing.
Just yeah. So
Just
they
the
advanced,
Dryad's like
weren't
oblivious at
successful.
the minute. That's all, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. So you are currently only properly engaged with the vines. But you may do as you please.
Gorgor instinctively goes to like attack the vines and stuff, and then you kind of watch the stopping, and then he kind of like you see you for those that are watching, you see him get a bit confused, and he kind of looks at Lovie a little bit like, Lovie, what do we do with these? You told me not to hurt plants and stuff, and he's just going to kind of just completely lock up and just doesn't know what to do. And essentially, I will hold my action that if Lovie tells me it's okay, he will attack the one of them. If not, then he can't do anything because he was told attacking plants is bad. That is his turn. That's why I was giggling earlier, because it was like,
Oh God!
oh
help
no,
us.
he can't do anything. So yeah, that is going to be Gorgo's turn. He's holding his action that if Lovie says it's okay, he will fight as he was about to, but has stopped himself because he's been told multiple times by Lovie that it's a bad thing to do.
Okay then. Gabriel,
Yeah, right, okay.
you're being
5,
rushed by
10,
angry thorny
15,
plants.
20, 25. And I'll hit that one.
Go for it with advantage.
Just so you know,
Yeah,
Carl,
baby.
it's not like Blood Bowl. You can run around in their attack range and not have
I know,
any
but I
issues.
wanted to go around it
That's fine. That's
purposely.
fine. That's fine. Just so you know.
Use it deliberately, because I want to be different.
I didn't know if you just mistook rules. That's all.
No. So, actions. Attack with my awesome sword of greatness.
It's pretty great.
Let's see if I can get a crit, though, with an advantage. No, I'll take the first one.
You sure? Final answer?
Yeah, final answer. I won't bother asking a friend.
Okay. It's not a spell, I believe. It's just flavored on that regard.
Yeah, because it's a class ability. I don't believe any VCM is required at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you use your action to magically assume the shape of a beast you've seen before. At that point, it's your discretion whether you roar before you turn into it or anything like that.
Fuck me, Fluff's on my desk and he's snoring again really loud.
But yeah, that is a fantastic hit. Is there anything else with that?
Do the snore.
Nah.
End of turn then.
Yep.
Oop, Lovey.
I think
Okay, so Lovey will give Gorgor a thumbs up, then silently turn into an ape and is going to go Tarzan. So let's do this.
Well, Gorgor's then gonna obviously spring his attack action, but I'll let Lovey do her shit first.
This attack. So, yeah, I'm going to punch the vine with my fist.
Do it to the vine.
Okay.
Slam the vine.
Yeah, I just wanted to, I wanted to kind of George Jungle. So that's a 16 to hit.
Yep.
Watch out for
And
the tree.
a 9 to hit.
First one hits.
Okay. So that is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
And that is exactly enough to take it out.
Nice.
Cool. Thank you. End of my turn. Actually, I will. I went 5 down. 15, 20, 25, 30. As a kind of like lumber, like an ape. You know, proper knuckle dragging, all that kind of stuff.
Now, Gorgor, you have seen but not heard from Lovey. So I'm just acknowledging this.
I mean, it's good. I mean, a thumbs up is usually good, right? So
And Lovey then just attacked their vine.
yeah, so that tells me that's okay. So I'm going to attack the one next to the little fella here, this one, and I'm
Okay.
going to cast Wither as I attempt to pull it apart. Does an 18 hit with Wither?
Yes, it does.
Does Wither do divine damage?
Oh no, it does
Divine.
8 points of. It does 8.
Divine damage.
Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck off. 8 points of divine damage. Fuck.
It's not that
I
divine.
hate that one so much.
I know, I love it.
Alrighty, so you do your punch.
Yeah, that was
Anything
on that
further?
one.
Or,
No,
yeah, that
well,
was
it was a
your
held
reaction,
action. It was a held action, yeah, so I can't do anything else.
so- Alrighty, moving on to Paladin Davifer.
Yep.
Alden Dave.
I would like to come up. There I am. I'll have to go to this one and hit him, please. Actually, could I go around flanking? It isn't difficult terrain, really, is it?
10, 15.
Look, this is just normal
You
terrain.
could,
I don't believe so, no.
It's a little rough, but you're fine to move through it. You have big, stompy you know.
I can get an extra 10 foot. Well, you've only
Yeah.
5 foot.
One
10
sec,
foot to there. So now I'll get the advantage. Oh,
Like at the thicker parts, like up here, assume difficult terrain. Or like this might be like a foot of, a square of difficult terrain. But
24?
24 hits for another 8 damage.
Thank
Or,
you,
well, not
Danny.
another, because this is a different
Wait.
one.
Rose
I
asked
didn't
for it as
roll
well.
yet.
I know.
That
but
ain't my damage.
Thank
What
you.
is that is divine damage.
I mean, you are a paladin. Da-da-da-da-da. Wah.
Yeah, no, Rose said I should do it like so it actually shows.
Yeah.
I actually did 13 damage.
Yep. You do 13 damage to this vine.
Take that vine. But at the end of my turn, I got nothing to do. No, I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna leave it.
Next up on the list.
Oh, yeah. If I would like to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I
Alright.
start making my way over towards Druidy fella.
Mm.
Well, hello there. You wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about what's going on before you try and kill us, would you? It's just, we might be able to help either stop or continue whatever is going on. And I try and persuade him to be not hostile.
You can give me a roll to influence, but it's definitely not going to be a one and done.
Oh, I know, but if I
Yeah.
can hold him back, maybe make him not hostile.
Potentially.
19.
Oh, right, because you have the.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, that's not bad. I'll give it the very least. He seems to stare and ponder for a minute, like he does turn around at this point, having been a little preoccupied. And you can feel him staring, almost kind of that, like, deep primal stare into you.
I try to make myself as much of an open book as possible.
And you do not seem to get any verbal reply out of him just yet.
Mm-hmm. We're all good for the moment.
Alright. Cleric Dave then?
Obviously, before I attack, do I see any different? Obviously, since these variants come out magic-wise, but it's still everything the same.
You can throw me a perception check real quick. Because when you look at stuff, you see magic, but you can't see in all directions all at once, and
No. It's all the same anyway.
there's just so much magic flying through the area. You do see a lot of magic. Just kind of, like, coursing through the rot druid-esque looking character across. But other than that, it's just, you can maybe identify that's a pretty strong looking spellcaster.
Dang. Okay then, I'm to get my mace out. I'll tell you to Google. So yeah, plus them to slice and dice them.
You're going to
Attack
slice and
one
dice with a mace?
Try. Very badly.
If you can do that, that would be impressive.
Show me slice and dice damage.
Wait a minute. That's bludgeoning.
It needs a little
y-
bit of sharpening.
You do connect though, and you do seem to, bash it about a bit. It's not showing severe wounding, but it is just looking a
Really?
little
That's because
dazed.
bearing in mind that's the one I divined.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
Well, it's not like it's still taking the damage. It's
Oh,
just
no,
like you're punching a
No,
leaf.
it just sounded like it's not as hurt as I thought it would have been by now. That's all. It just sounded like they had less hit points, like based off the other two. Granted, one was a super crit.
Okay, so. Okay, and then I go to cast bonus action spiritual weapon.
Okie doke.
Second level, so. Have another one of these. Turn it upside down.
It's the universal thing now. We all do. Just upside down token his spirit weapon. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it works. So.
Oh, it does. And I'm going to take another pot shot at the same one.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Yeah, that is a hit.
8 points of force damage.
Now it is starting to look very, very rough.
Yeah. As he licks that, as the giant nugget just like whacks it. Now this is the nugget I like.
Just so you know, though, your detect magic has dropped because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. I was just
No.
double checking because I wasn't.
No, it hasn't.
Spiritual weapon isn't concentration.
Is it
Asian.
not?
No,
Oh,
Nope.
it's not.
that's why you can have spiritual
Oh.
weapon and spirit guardians up at the same time.
Well, fuck me sideways. I genuinely thought it was.
It usually hasn't mattered because it's places where like, oh, well, the
Yeah.
character's unconscious, so even if they were conscious, how are they taking the action to do this? Or
It's fair.
That's it.
like most of the times when its concentration would drop.
Mm.
Okay, that is me done.
All right, it is at this point that before the vines go, let me double check.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I get to make one of these boxes. Let's make it. I'm trying to pick colors that really pop. Yeah. Oh wait, no, I don't want it to be thin. Large. Oh. Circle.
It'll work eventually.
Yep.
If it doesn't work,
10,
unplug it and plug
20.
it back in.
I don't know how she's going to unplug roll 20, but
The internet cable.
It's a little too big.
Why don't you get like Liam or something to make it? Because he's good at them.
How big does it need to be?
I mean, I've got it. I was just counting. It was 5, 10, 15, 20.
imagining it's probably going to be an entangle.
Oh, wait, no. There we go. That's correct. It is not an entangle.
Ah. It's a
As
kaboom.
combat has now begun, a noxious cloud of necrotic energy begins to obscure the vision of Mr. Detect Magic. As that entire blue circle is encompassed, I need con saving throws from everyone.
Everyone
in-
within it.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no.
What saving throw, sorry?
Constitution.
Constitution. Oh, I'm good at that.
That is
Hope so.
unfortunate.
Told you I was good at that.
Lovie, do you have proficiency in Constitution saving throws? I can't remember. If you do, I think even. I think it still transfers over to the wild shape stat. Am I right there,
No.
DMs?
No.
Your proficiency doesn't transfer over if you were proficient.
No, I don't have proficiency anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for asking, though.
You're welcome.
But yeah, as a very noxious gas cloud seems to not only from breathing, but it seems to even erode. Like, even if you held your breath in this thing, it is eroding at the flesh, the skin. It is poison damage, which means Gabriel also then has resistance to it. For extra humor. But that is 6 to the failed saves and then 1 to Gabriel.
1. Thank you.
That is...
You got like a little tiny, like a speck of rust on you.
I'm assuming,
I'll
did
just
Lovie
rub my hand and
pass
just rub
or
at it.
nah?
Lovie passed as well. She had a 17.
Yeah. Sorry, because you didn't say what the
Oh, yeah,
the
sorry.
number was that we needed. That's all. That's why I was like, did she
DC
pass?
15.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so 3 Lovie, 1 Gabriel, 6 Gorgor. Poison damage, if that has any bearing on you.
No, I have no resistances or anything. It just hurts.
Yep.
I cry.
And it seems to be lingering in the air. It's not just an explosion puff of smoke. It is
Do we have
thick,
any
it is heavy,
idea-
it's low to the ground.
Do we have any idea where it's come from? Like, out of character, I'm pretty sure it's the druid person, but would we know as characters?
It has just seemed like the air has just gotten thicker and thicker. Like there's been this very faint miasma,
No, that's
coursing
fine.
through the air,
I
and
was
it's just condensed.
Yeah, I was just wondering, because Gorgo would have gone to whoever did it, if he would have noticed, that's all. That's fine.
It seems to be the very air of this forest.
Okay.
The very lair of this forest. Fine, nobody laugh at my pun. Who's taking damage? Let's go. No, it's too late now. It's too late now.
Oh no, I was laughing at your outburst, not the joke. Don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna go back on what I did.
Die, Gorgor, you don't belong in this world.
Oh, okay.
The more damage of the vines tries to swing at Gorgor.
I got Sentinel.
You can't reach that one?
But
Maybe
he'll
not.
attack the other
Have
one.
you got
in a sec.
15-foot reach?
Oh, is it that one? I thought I was doing that one.
Oh no,
They're both doing
Liam, I
that
fully
one.
intend both of them are going to attack me, but
Yeah.
just wait
That one.
one attack first.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
like
sorry,
you
kid,
enter
I can't help.
you enter a dark. I have dark vision.
I can see.
I'm legally blind. I can see dark vision.
But yeah, the northwest one does swing with a 16 at Gorgor
Yeah,
as it
it's
tries to pierce his flesh.
yeah, they
Oh,
does
no.
it.
He has been bonks.
He has been.
For 7 piercing.
Jeez,
Oh. That's a hefty
they're
bonk.
brittle, but by God, that's a lot of damage.
The other one then also attempts to attack Gorgor, at which point I wait for Paladin Dave to say words.
Sentinel, please.
Now that does go off after the attack resolves, not before, though the other one you did obliterate it, so I just gave it
Well,
to you.
So I got a bit too quick. But
Annoying.
yeah, it misses. Oh.
Should have let me roll first. I mean, still doesn't hit, but I could have had that nat 1 for you out of the way.
6 or 7, 9.
Yeah,
damage.
unfortunately, I don't think a 6 is gonna hit.
I don't think it is either, but neither is a 9.
Okay.
No.
I'm about to say, does the sentinel attack go off? Does the attack have to hit first, or is it just makes an attack?
It makes an attack. If it
Okay.
makes an
No.
attack at someone,
If he makes an attack.
yeah. If an enemy in range of you makes an attack at a friendly target, it doesn't have to hit, just makes an attack.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe it specifies. It could be a range attack and shit, and spell attacks technically as well.
Let's
or does
have
it
a
specify?
little-
I don't know if it specifies to that degree.
It's melee weapon attack,
Ah, okay.
so I do have to use melee to do it.
No, but I mean, for you to be able to hit, does it? I don't think it has to be a melee weapon of theirs.
Hold on.
Like if you were in range and they shot a bow or something, that's what I'm saying.
It's when it makes an attack, end of
There you-
sentence.
that's what I thought it was. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure though.
I'll have to remember that.
Paladin Dave will remember that.
Paladin will forget this.
That's the normal pop-up. To be honest, it's not even there anymore.
No.
But yeah, after those two make their attacks, it is now at this point that you see. What were you guys referring to him as? Dryad
Aggie
thing?
Dryad.
Streaming man?
Aggie Dryad.
Aggie Dryad. There you go. Trying to use your references to NPCs rather than what I have in front of me, so it's.
Yeah. Makes
yeah.
sense. Ash?
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
What's he
Oh,
doing?
okay.
There we go.
I thought it was talking.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a situation where it's about to be talking to me and my internet had died. I was like, oh,
Yeah, no, Ash went suspiciously quiet then.
No, I want to just double check the clarity between two different spells because I know both of the spells and I couldn't remember which one was which and I didn't want to say it and then.
Okay, yeah, because, yeah.
Yeah, sorry for that quick pause.
You just confused us all because we were like, wait, is something broke?
No, 1 second. It is Ray of Sickness. That is the one I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah, it's the one who Marv can never hit.
Yep. It is going to launch a Ray of Sickness past Finn towards the gigantic ape.
Ooh,
What?
Liam, me and you.
I put him in the R.
good work. Good work.
No, Liam, you've put enough R's. Ooh, You've got it right.
Wow.
May I
Another
please
one.
do a
Wow.
Constitution saving
No,
throw
it's
again from
Ooh,
Is Ray of Sickness not also to hit?
That is, yeah, that's gonna be. This con saves after it hits. Right. Six. Sorry about that.
Get up, come on, get down, ray of sickness. Get up, come on.
15.
Get
Does a
down,
15
ray of
hit?
sickness.
Giant
I
Ape AC.
will use silvery barbs on that.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, I need to check. Does that? Sorry, this needs to go on a success first. So does it hit?
Yep. I think it's high hit points, low AC. Rose?
Probably, but
Ears.
Rose, you've muted.
Rose.
Hello?
Oh, fuck.
Hello.
Yeah.
15 hit the monkey.
Yeah, it does hit the monkey.
Okay, silvery barbs.
Okay. That turns into a miss.
Nice.
And what exactly are you for clarity? I remember you turned into a monkey, didn't remember what type, etc.
Right.
Okay.
So I'll do that, and then I will.
Yeah, okay, fine. You're good.
Yep. So yeah, that misses, and I will give.
You know,
I will give Lovie the advantage.
just another quick thing as well. You know, this noxious cloud we're in. I know it does for Dave because obviously detect magic. It's blinding him. Is it opaque to us or is it transparent? Does it block our
It's fairly
line of sight?
transparent, and he's not incapable of seeing, but he did just have this giant, like...
Oh no, I was more...
Yeah.
I was just like, I know it's for him, but how is it to everyone else?
It's thick. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's not actually obscuring
But
anything.
we can still see... Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. I was just wondering in case it was like a thick fog where, like, no, you can't see any or something.
Yep.
It's fine.
Yes,
Just
the
double
ray of
checking.
sickness does go wide.
Not.
And then, Michael, you gave advantage to Lovie on her next, whatever she chooses.
Yep.
That is the end of his turn, as he is going to move a little bit away. Try and keep some distance between you guys. And we're back to Korgor.
Well, I'm gonna firstly move out of the stinky poison cloud because it is not pleasant, and I personally don't like it. So I'm gonna move first.
Move out of the forest far.
Yeah, the forest fart. I'm gonna. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to cast Wither again because I'm gonna do it against the one that Dave and the headstand Dave is hurting. I'm gonna do it recklessly as well. So, does a 25 hit?
Yes, it does.
As it gets 6 divine damage.
You well and truly pull this thing up or not?
Well, if I can't make a stealth bush, I will take this one and become the stealth bush. I will wave its corpse around.
Are you actually grabbing onto the spiky looking thing, or are you just beating
Oh no,
it up?
the entire time, because don't forget I'm technically using an arm strikes.
Yeah.
The way I've been flavouring it is I am literally grabbing it and like pulling it apart and like breaking and snapping the vines by like pulling them taut.
Okay.
So if there is like if it touches you, you take damage. If there's anything like that, then no, 100% I'm taking it.
I will say the first time it was a bit more fine, but yeah, as you're continuing to like grab at these things, give me a dex check at least.
Check.
Saving yeah.
I mean, it's the same for a save anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have advantage on.
like Gorgor is entirely literally just getting hands on with these things. Like say if he grabs one part of the vine and then grabs further down, and then literally he's just pulling at it until it rips. That's kind of how I'm imagining it. He's literally pulling them apart, divining them.
Okie dokie.
But yeah, you're fine.
Well, that yeah, that is me. Unfortunately, because I don't get an extra attack until I learn a bit more things.
That right.
Bonus action was anything?
Or I could do things, but I'm not angry yet, nor do I want to do any of my cantrips.
I didn't know whether or not you could have done True Strike, but if you can't do that until you're age.
Well, no, I can, but I don't want to.
Why? They're cantrips, they're free.
Well, not my cantrips. My cantrips are special, and I can only do 4 a rest.
Ah, okay.
Because they're better.
They seem more like spells than cantrips.
Well, I am a magic man. But my turn is now done.
Alright. On with the magic man. Gabriel.
And they tell us the magic words.
Abracadabra, is that one good enough?
No, that can do. Not what I was thinking, but.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, I'm looking for more for a witch doctor than a magic man.
5, 10. Okay, so 5, 10, 15. We'll go to there. And I'm going to hit that one to support Gabriel. Or support Gabriel. Support Gorgor.
Go for it.
I'll support me.
Yeah. And do I get advantage of that? Because technically...
Yeah.
You would have...
Yeah, I just want to double check because he's technically flanked, isn't he?
Just quickly let you guys know, I will be right back 1 second.
Yeah. I'll take the 26.
Fluff's got to have a third gassing for a few days, so I will be back.
Oh dear.
Who's gonna do it?
Alright, that does hit. You do a large amount of damage to this thing, and you hack it up a bit. It is still surprisingly standing. Its viney tendrils just kind of very resilient, reestablishing small small tears in its not webbing, whatever. Yeah. Its cell walls repairing quickly, because you know what cells are. They're real. They're definitely a thing in fantasy D&D. Don't worry about it.
I'm going to use an Action Surge and see if I can kill him. Why not?
Go for it.
Oh,
So-
murder.
That is a hit, and that is gonna kill it.
There we go.
But yeah, just like you could kind of tell as Gorgor was like ripping it apart, like he'd rip it apart, and you see little like vines holding on, and
Yeah.
that is another one.
I'll try and have my
eviscerated.
pal Gorgor. Yeah.
Alrighty,
Thank you.
Lovey, you are up.
Okie dokie. So I can tell something's happened by this drydy thing in front of us, right? It seems to have just cast a spell at me.
Yep. It flung a
Government.
large glob that looked like thicker, poisony gas than you're currently in.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and then I'll dash to get right up in his face. And that is my turn.
Okay. That is your turn, so we're right back to Paladin Dave.
Okay, so I'm going to be using my dash this turn. So I'm going to go 30 foot to here. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to then run at him. What? Whoop, boop. And then I get to use my bonus action to use my horn attack.
Yep.
So, anything but 1, please. Come on. That's what. 10.
Okay, yeah, I see how it works. Got it. 10 does not hit.
Okay. And that'll be the end of my turn now.
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's alright because Fluff's got his chest infection's got worse, and we've been asked by the vet to give him an extra inhaler, so he's on 3 a day rather than 2 for a few days to see if it gives him a kick.
Makes sense.
Oh, one of them's dead.
Yeah,
Nice.
Paladin Dave charged the thing and just kind of flailed wildly in its direction, and then we're up on Flynn.
Oh.
Or, you could just attack that. Or you could just attack the rest of us and provoke your own death. Okay. Right. Well, I will take a few more steps and around, kind of get away from the fog cloud that appeared next to me. Like, I will. Yeah, I will just I'll draw the crossbow to see what's going on, but I won't hold an action to fire it or anything. I'll just have it loose and ready.
Okay.
Just going to see how everything kind of plays out at the moment. I'm going to give... I believe it's 60 feet for inspiration.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to inspire Gorgor and tell him that he's doing, if he doesn't become an archmage, he can most definitely become a gardener.
That's a backhanded compliment, but I'll take it.
I never said it was kind.
End of your turn then?
Oh, God, that's the...
So that is an inspiration that has been spent.
Cleric
Nice
Dave?
gardening. Nice gardening, Google.
Now you're going to show him what's what?
Yeah, let me
As you try,
do some of them.
Slash for the bludgeoning.
Yeah, let me try to
Bless
reduce
you.
these thorns for you.
Thank you.
You're just running like the slight edge of your mace down the side of each one just to break off all the thorns.
Yeah, that's my version of it.
The flanged edge of the mace, you're just using it to just shear the thorns. It's a miss, I'm guessing.
Yeah, 10 does not hit.
That's fine. Bonus action. Spiritual weapon. Seems to hit better normally.
So if you added the rolls together, you would have hit. Unfortunately, that is not how this game works.
too.
We
My
don't know
mate
what you've had
said
today.
my nugget misses. It's
Yeah,
just rocking the
10 and
ground, not
7
the
just. It's because this creature has just such a weird shape to it. Like, it's not, a humanoid,
Yeah.
it's not like a beast, it's just this flailing little vine that is just incredibly stubborn, it seems.
Okay, I'm going to move then around to on the edge of Gorgle there.
Mm.
Also within the vines range still. Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
The fog cloud seeps into the land, and once it's seeped into the land, new different types of vines spread out around the party. And I need everyone in here to make me a dexterity saving throw, as the land itself seems to try and pin you down and hold you back to assist the vines.
So I need a dexterity saving throw now.
Yep.
Jeez whiz.
Danny,
Yeah.
you want to just double check what barbarians can do at about level 2?
Oh, I get advantage if I can see it coming, don't I? I don't know why I'd forgotten about that, because I use that all the time with the Van key. Yeah, danger sense, I get advantage. Never mind.
You also have inspiration.
I am not going to use it. I had plans for that inspiration.
Okie
That was not it.
Is that for your gardening, is it?
Gabriel and Gorgor are restrained.
Fine.
Yay, baby.
That is all, though. Just restrained. And the one last vine attempts to coil its way around Cleric Dave and spike him up a bit.
Oh.
Did it not have to make a save?
It did not. Does a 20 hit?
What, on me?
Yeah.
Sadly, it does.
8 piercing damage.
Ooh.
That's pretty rough.
Is that how you want to play it, is it?
Oh.
Who has the best piece in damage?
And then a certain someone, I believe, moved right up into melee to try and gore at Mr. Shaman Boy.
Yeah, but it's two of us, actually.
Fair. I meant more the one who actually attacked and not the one who just arrived.
I was going to say, an ape can't gore either.
Yeah, can if you just stick the hole in his head?
But
No.
she can gore.
Oh. Oh my.
Okay.
So Paladin Dave is under attack.
On what?
As that same, he fired off that first green blast in the direction
I
of Lovie.
will
Yep.
use 8 silver bug. He's fired that at Gorgle, right?
No,
That was
Dave.
no. He is now doing a melee attack with
Okay.
similar energy to that beam he shot
Oh, okay.
at Dave.
Yeah, I will silvery barbs that one.
Yep.
Oh.
Does a 15 hit?
Let me just double check that. No, it misses.
Oh, nice.
Alrighty.
Oh,
You will have advantage on the next energy.
Ah.
hey guys, how you doing? Thank you for the raid.
That's
It's
two
appreciated.
first
Coming in
spells
with
gone.
your uno, dos, tres people.
We've got a ton more
You
of
doing
adventure to go, but
It's
Yeah.
appreciated. And what I will do, because I
Um,
don't believe
That is going to be
You
his turn,
guys
though,
are
aside
aware.
from mild
I'm doing a
repositioning.
giveaway soon. When I hit 1,000 followers
Which puts us back
for
at 4.
some free gaming accessories.
Reminder,
I'm-
you are restrained.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm just thinking to have to roll because they've just raided in. But yeah, so feel free, have a look at the giveaway if it's interested. If not, all problems are not here. But yeah, no, thanks for the raid. As Gorgor Well, I'm going to spend an action to break my restraint because these vines are kind of in the way, really, for what I wanted to do. So, is that an
Strength.
It's just not athletics?
Yep.
It's just.
Does a 21 break it?
Yes, it does.
Right. Dave, can you kill this one if I go and help the others?
Yes, I'm sure I can finish this one off.
Okay, well, I'm going to use my movement to go 5, 10.
No.
Yeah.
No. Double.
Oh, is it difficult terrain?
I believe so, if it's just entangle.
It's not just entangle.
Oh, okay.
So
They're just vines that sprouted up and grabbed you.
Okay,
Never mind.
so it's 5, 10, 15,
shut up.
20, 25, 30.
What is that? I'm going to do a bonk on Gorgo.
I am going to use my racial called aggressive, where as a bonus action I can move up to my speed to an enemy of my choice, which is going to be the Aggie Tree Man. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there. As I'm going to go and start dealing with that one as well. But unfortunately, that is all I can do because the silly vines wasted my action.
Yep.
I'm done.
And noticeably, this vine did not opportunity attack. Do with that as you will, just commenting.
Well,
I was wondering about that one.
Well, it's because I'm like this super special druid because Lovie taught me druid shit.
Did you say these things can move, though?
They
You
can,
say they
but
move.
it's too busy wrapping itself around you to care about him.
So, me.
Yep.
You said I'm restrained.
Yep. Action to attempt to break it with strength.
Yeah, I'm going to try and break and move.
Okay.
That's strength. Oh,
That unfortunately is not strong enough unless you have anything else you're adding to that.
no, I've got nothing else I'm going to do there. I'll just stand here and look pretty. So I look pretty anyway.
Just kind of be one of those statues in the woods that's just covered in
Yeah.
vines and.
I'm pretending that I'm not there.
Okay.
Next.
Lovey?
Oh, I'm going to move around here a little. And I'm going to hit the dryad with my fist. I get advantage for the first one, don't I?
You have advantage either way.
Okay.
You're welcome.
But you have the silvery barbs advantage also lingering. That's a hit.
Okay, that's 21 to hit.
This guy does not appear heavily armored in any real capacity.
That's 5 points of damage.
Yep.
And another one. For
That is a hit.
19. And that's 7 points of damage, and I just kind of box its ears at the same time. Like two lumbering smacks.
Oh, you tango him.
Oh yeah. Like proper. You can hear dinner bells chiming and everything. But yeah, that is my turn.
Yeah, that will have
We'll
used,
say
that will
bounce.
have used the silvery barbs advantage.
I thought I might have done, sorry.
Nope, it's
But
fine.
by that point, people were
I
already
mean,
there.
neither of you were going to predict Gorgor running up, so, you know.
No, yeah, no. Like I say,
Oh, well.
it's just, it doesn't hold around. It's the next anything you do.
Oh, no, yeah, no. But like I said, it's not as if you predicted Gorgor to run up there,
Yeah, no.
so... Oh, well.
No. Thank you anyway.
You're welcome.
Paladin Dave.
I would like to hit
Hi, Dave.
him, please.
You have advantage.
Oh, yes, I do.
Burb.
That didn't have advantage on. I told it to, but no. Like not today.
That is a hit.
And that will do 14 damage. Oh, that's quite nice.
That is a surprising amount of damage. Good job.
Ooh,
It's not surprising, but you know, it's still it's a good number. It's big.
good.
Yeah, then I would like to push it back 10 foot.
Oh,
But
you...
I would like to, or you like to give it I would like to get rid of its disadvantage.
Ooh,
I would like to not. I would not to like to fight tactically.
I moved away from the others to the group.
Oh, fucking idiot.
And Gorgo's the one telling you that.
Yeah, be a strength saving throw.
You okay, Ash?
Yep, I'm good. I'm perfect. I'm fantastic. How are you? Hello.
I'm fine, thanks. How are
I
you?
heard the wheeze from over here.
Okay, so do you want to try that sentence again, Liam? What is Paladin Dave doing?
I think we slightly going to push him back 10 foot. I'm going to try
Okay.
to be a strength saving throw first.
Yep.
This is where Liam goes, I've got a plan.
19.
That passes.
Yes!
Probably for a good.
Yes!
Yes. Liam, have I got to sit this character down and have a talk about tactics as well?
Yeah, the tactic to stop people from getting hurt. They'll take the hits.
No,
It's
dude, that
yeah,
sucks.
it's surrounded. Everyone gets to wail on it, and you decide, oh, I'll get it out of there so it can, it won't die as quick.
Yeah, but people can just move back in, and I just moves away again, so I take the hits.
Can
Liam,
it willingly
check-
fail the save?
Liam,
It
everyone's
technically
where
can-
they wanted to be.
Actually, I mean,
What?
technically, yes, it can, but...
I'm joking. It's not. It's...
Oh, it's not gonna, but it could.
If it's got the intelligence to realise that's probably the best way to get out of here, sure.
It's like, oh, I'm being thrown to freedom. Thank you.
Liam's tactics, they suck.
Especially when you're the one with fucking Sentinel. You need to be in melee with him.
I would be. I'm going to follow
No,
up.
you wouldn't.
Not if you push
It
him
moved
away.
Movement.
Oh, he
Liam.
was gonna hit it, and then he was gonna chase after it.
That's dumb.
Of course, it's dumb.
Because what about everyone that's behind us?
Well, it'll hit me, then you can go up and hit it.
It won't hit you. It'll disengage and... Oh no, it won't because you've got Sentinel, but it'll still try and fuck off.
I have a
Anyway, end of your go.
Yep. Yeah. Flynn's go ahead.
I will. Try and. I can see that everyone's having a bit of a problem at the moment, so.
Or with Discord.
I will come over here and I will try and break.
He's not restrained. It's Dave that is, just so you know. He's okay.
They both are.
I thought
Yeah,
Gabriel
both
passed. Oh, I thought
Yeah,
Gabriel
failed.
passed. Oh, my bad. I thought you passed.
No, Dave was the only one that passed,
Oh, I got it the wrong way around.
and
Okay.
then got restrained by the vine.
Yeah, I got it the wrong way around. My bad.
So, do I just need to make a strength
Yeah.
check, or can I try and use get my sword and try and?
If you have a
uh,
creative take on how you're doing it, you may absolutely apply different things. if reasonable.
Can I just take a dagger and just try and cut him free?
We'll make that a dex instead.
Nice.
Just a dexterity check. Yep.
You don't entirely get him free, but you do at the very least make it easier for him to get free on his next go of it.
Okie. So, give him advantage on his next go. That's all good. And then I kind of turn my...
Lowered the DC on his next attempt.
Yep, that's all good. I'll save everything else at the moment. It seems to be going fine over there, so...
Seems to be going fine over there. That's one opinion to have.
Well, I got two people that are semi-competent.
Yeah. I know. just immediately after Liam having his hole.
I mean, I can bitch out Liam
Yeah.
for everything that's been said. Flynnsire, different. Anyway, the cleric, known as whatever the fuck he wants to call himself this week.
You changed it once.
Cleric, kill
Yeah, I
the
know.
fucking vine.
Yeah. Does the nuggets go to do that?
Just kill Vine. It's dead. It's gone. It's not coming
Kill the
back.
vine. Kill the vine. The nugget.
Was Dave
There.
restrained? I can't remember.
Was what?
Dave restrained.
He was
No.
attacked. Right?
What it was, I messed up. I thought Gabriel wasn't and Dave was.
Oh,
Fine.
okay.
But it's actually the other. It was the other way around. Gabriel was restrained and Dave was okay.
Okay.
What it was, I got confused and I thought it was the other way.
Yeah, Dave passed the dex check to.
Yeah, I just completely misheard it and I thought it was the other way around.
Is that I as you or I as Google?
No, like me. Like you know it's not Google because have you noticed the voice? You know me. When I'm speaking out of
Quite
character,
similar, so I was a bit
you can
confused
fuck
then.
off, you tubby little prick. You tubby prick.
Right, so Cleric Dave, you are not restrained.
Yeah.
You are fighting this one vine forever.
I know. It's taking ages to get rid of this one.
Yeah.
Spirits weapons hit. Let's see what damage.
That is a hit. Can you please kill this thing?
He did 4 damage to it.
I stand by what I said.
Oh.
It's alive.
Okay.
It is still up, just barely.
Just try and get rid of it.
The fact that he rolled a 1 on his damage.
That is a hit.
Oh.
Now, if I were to use silvery barbs right now,
Please
It
help.
is finally dead.
I know I'd be using silvery barbs to make you re-roll.
The fact that you min rolled twice, like that's special.
So for the
this is-
comedy that I've been watching, these things have regen 5, and you guys have been obliterating them in single rounds, so it's been fine. But Cleric Dave has been sitting here like a 4, 6, 4,
So it's been
4,
healing.
Oh.
6.
The new things out,
So,
bloody no.
so when I questioned why this one wasn't dying, there was a legitimate thing to it.
Yeah, it'd have been
Oh.
a 1 HP for like 3 rounds. It's just healed it every time.
That's funny.
Damn.
That's
Next
funny.
he'd miss for a full round, then he'd hit it twice in a round, then he'd miss again and hit it
It
once,
would
and I'm just
explain. This is one tough vine or what? Is it difficult terrain where I am at the minute?
Nope.
Nope.
It was just vines burst up, grabbed everyone in that, and I'm just
Am I-
leaving the circle there for future usage.
Am I free now?
No, but you had your difficulty lowered on it.
Okay.
Like some
Expect-
key vines were cut to at least loosen you a bit.
It's more than likely going to let you go now, but
Yeah.
At the end of Cleric Dave's turn. Let me see the shape on this. Yeah, it is just any creature within Oak. Taking a note from a certain Minotaur's book. Ruler. I need everybody within 20 feet to make me a dex check.
Is this
Saving
magic
throw.
at all?
Nope.
The 19.
Okay.
It is not a spell being cast. It is a force of nature embedded in the land.
6.
Wait, Flynn, why are you making it?
I thought it was everyone. I thought it was me. Sorry. I
No,
thought,
everyone
I-
within 20 feet.
I saw the measurement come from here.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
yeah. That was someone
Yeah.
else. That was Gabriel, I think.
I just looked up and saw a measurement coming from me, and then I heard everyone within range do this. So,
Oh no, that's other people playing with.
okay.
But yeah, all three of you, while you're in melee contact with this guy, you're trying to get the best of him, you're trying to get advantage on them. The land itself seems to just force you away as you're all wording. Knocked prone and pushed 20 feet in a straight line away.
Even with a 19.
Oh no, not the 19. You have
Oh.
advantage, right?
Yeah,
Sorry, I
danger
wasn't
sense,
sure
yeah.
if- Yep.
Gogo just grabs a random bush.
I'll grab his bush.
Oh.
Just curious about that one. I'll look into it later, but it's fine.
It's his hair. What are you on about? It's a tree.
No. Danger Sun's first lair actions.
Am I outside?
Yeah.
It's any attack.
It's
well,
any
dex-
dexterity save that's required coming from something I can see.
That you can see.
It,
And that was why I...
Yeah, because
if you're like in a cave, you can see the cave, but that's why I'll look into it later.
The way I would say it's seeing the thing that is about to cause harm. Like if you see a blade trap or something, or like if the vines start flicking at you or whatever.
Yeah, like you see the land rumble.
Yeah.
It's bubble. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rose. You were saying something.
No, I was just saying, am I outside of it?
Nope.
No, it's
everyone
20...
in 20 feet of this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The land is just pulling you away from him. You're knocked back.
Yeah,
it's kind of like a mini earthquake, just upside downing you guys backwards.
So dex check then.
Save.
Dex save.
Save. Sorry. That's annoying. Oh wait. Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was checking because I've currently got the dexterity of an 8, but it's still 9.
Oh, so it's the same modify. Yeah, I remember making that joke before, where your stats are rolled, and it's like, wait, why are you wild shaping? You just nothing happens. It's like your strength goes down, your dexterity goes down. Why would you ever wild shape? But like, obvious.
Also, I know we've made that joke. Like, I've got very, very good stats as Lovie, but yeah,
it is still advantageous to use it. It's just comedic.
Exactly. Well, mine's mainly because I didn't want to talk, and all my spells have verbal components.
What a good reason to wild shape.
Been a point. Exactly.
But yeah, the two of you are kicked back and proned. There. And that is at the top of initiative.
Enemy. Well, the land through enemy druid cast fuck off. Super effective.
And then with Gorgor left as the last one in range, it is going to attempt to manage him, for lack of a better term. And it is going to use its melee poison glob attack to try and just poison and decay Gorgor's flesh off his bones.
That is very rude.
Does the 20 hit your AC?
Yeah.
May I have a con saving throw?
Yeah.
7 necrotic damage and 8 poison damage.
Whew. That's 15.
Yes, it is.
Damn.
As just the initial, like, it sears some of the flesh, and then where you would expect to just see a burn mark, it is instead, like, sizzling and bubbling. And he's then gonna attempt to pivot around you, staying in, melee range with you. Using you as kind of, like, semi-blocking terrain and moving partially just behind this tree.
Yeah, but is that all he's doing?
That is all he's doing.
Well, he made me very angry now. I'm gonna...
Yes, he did.
I don't like this. This tree person. I know I'm supposed to be kind to trees and stuff, but this one's a dick. But this one's a bit of a dick. So I'm gonna use a bonus action to rage. And I'm gonna go all the way around to here because he's not gonna use me as a shield person. And also, taking notice of Lovie being a monkey, I'm going to stab at him with one of my magic monkey javelins.
Interesting.
And I'm going to do it recklessly.
Okay.
So these javelins with whatever these weird yellow crystals are. But fuck off! Oh, wait!
In an 8 or an 8?
Wait, no, I'm going to use the inspiration. What's the D6?
It's the D6, yes.
Fuck it.
That's doable.
14!
Bang on.
Fuck yes. I was like, do I? Don't I? Yeah, okay.
Hey, Danny, I'm barding right.
So that is 8 points of magic monkey javelin damage, plus if the stone does anything, because I know it had some magic and bullshit to it.
Yep. That is going to be...
As I just stab it right in its thigh, because I don't like it.
Stab it.
So once you stab it, the shard from the monkey magic missile javelin of doom does kind of shake and cackle with electrical energy. And as you are point blank with this thing that you were supposed to throw, if you recall correctly, I am going to need a save from you as well.
Oh yeah.
Good news, it's dexterity at least.
Yes.
You can see it coming.
Yes.
You do it and you just pause for that split second where you're like, wait, I was supposed to throw this.
I just stab.
Oh, no.
What it is, I just stab it, looking at it, then kind of feel the thing vibrating in my hand, and I look down and I'm like, oh.
Wait a minute. Oh.
As both of you take 1d6 lightning damage.
You like them down when you attack the lightning things. That you just...
Terrible. I mean, it still does something, but that stone that's a defective stone.
Well, did the stone is it like a use once that's it, it's done, or is it now?
We'll
gonna...
find out. We will find
At a
out.
glance, Gorgor can tell it's lost its color, but whether it's a recharge or if it's just fully expended, it's somebody else's problem to figure out later.
Okay.
But currently it's not glowing, you can tell that much at least.
Yeah, so that is my turn.
Okay. Gabriel?
I'm going to do my strength test.
Mardi Gras,
against a
thank you
break
for the follow.
free.
It's appreciated. I hope you're doing alright.
Because I've got to break free.
You are clean and clear and good to go.
Right, in that case,
You rip off the remaining vines after they've been loosened for you.
cool. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I'll stop there. As I head to support my pal Gorgor.
Your bestest friend.
He's
I won't
mind
go that far.
controlled. That is weird.
Oh no, not this conversation again.
Save that for tomorrow.
I
Oh wait, no, you can't have it tomorrow.
Nope. Me nor Liam
Yeah.
are going to be there tomorrow, unfortunately, Maggie.
We'll discuss that after session then.
Yeah, I've already warned him.
Yeah.
Oh. Did somebody say deer? What?
No.
No.
No
Oh,
one
no.
did. No, literally no one did, Liam.
I thought I heard somebody say deer.
No.
Like deer's
Just stop
not
trying
tomorrow.
to insert
Deer's
yourself
Saturday.
into every conversation.
Literally, Liam, no one said deer. Except then.
No, I thought somebody said my name earlier as well.
Yeah,
I'm thinking at the
I
moment.
just did.
No, not earlier on today.
Right,
Nobody actually did.
Liam's hearing someone speak to him when he's in an empty room.
Okay,
That's not
Google.
good.
Gabriel,
Are you
is there anything
speaking to
else?
me?
Or all good?
No, that's it. That's it.
Okay, dokie.
To stick to two subjects: the weather and people's health. Right?
Alright. Anyway. Luffy, you're up.
Anyway.
Back in a sec.
Lovey?
I would like to. Where am I? Oh, where is he? Oh,
You got kicked away and
Yes.
proned.
And you prone as well.
stand up for 15.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna move 15 feet. 5, 10, 15. Is there a rock nearby, like under this tree? Just like a rock. Just a small rock.
Oh, yeah. You can find, like, small things to...
Cool. I'm gonna launch it at him. Like,
Nice.
oi!
I didn't know you had
I
animate
don't
object.
speak.
I didn't know you cast
I don't say
animate
what-
object.
No, I can't. That is a 17 to hit.
Yep. Yep.
And sorry, I'm like going through things. Apparently, yeah, 4 points of damage as I just throw a rocket instead.
Oh God, I didn't mean to ping.
And then
Okay.
my turn.
Alrighty.
I can't do what I want to do. There we go.
That is the question we're all waiting for, Liam.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand up,
Mm-hmm.
then go 5, 10 to there.
Okay.
5, 10. 5, 10, 15 to there. 5, 10, 15, 20. Then I'm going to dash at
Welcome back.
a friend here.
Okay.
Then use my bonus action to do my goring rush.
Mhm.
So I'll get to use my horn attack. Do I get advantage action? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. 18?
That is a hit.
Oh, let's do some damage. 9 piercing damage.
That is a lot of
Nice.
damage.
That is, yeah. For just a pretty much a headbutt, that's pretty fucking good.
It's a D6.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a D4. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah.
Hey. That is now the end of my turn. I can't do anything else.
It's still not bad.
No, it's really that's like strong.
Oh yeah.
Sire, you're up.
He took my granddaughter. The dead don't get the voice. So it's for
I
them.
move next to
Not release the man who
Gabriel.
assassinated Ivan and Alina.
Right, sorry. Are you really going to die for this, or are you just going to surrender and tell us what this is all about? Now is your best and probably only chance to do so. And I will try and persuade him to surrender.
I don't know. That sounded like intimidation to me.
Well, he was meaning it to be persuasive. What am I rolling?
I'll ask Taylor to look into it.
Hello?
I mean, I half joke. It did come across as like, yes, now is a good time to lay down your arms if you don't want us to kill you. Like, that's persuasion? Okay, I mean...
It's aggressive persuasion, which is also known as intimidation.
He was trying.
It was well done. Yeah, I mean, roll me what you think would be appropriate.
I was going for persuasion. If you think it's intimidate, I will roll intimidate.
Do it then. Roll it. You won't.
Sure, let's see it. Come on, nat 20 intimidation.
19.
Okay. There does seem to be a little bit of a pause and a little bit of recognition, but it's hard to pin down. Like, you're not sure how much there is to persuade in there at this point.
Sorry, I had to look it up when we were defending you and Greg. She also owns a
Okey
small
dokey.
chain of Russian bakeries in the tri-state area. And she just said she was
Right,
commissioners.
Yep.
This case is tragically simple.
See whatever he plans to do, and whatever everyone else plans to do. Whether or not they intend to follow through with my deal, I've got no idea. But that's the end of my go.
Entertaining this parole is because, through no effort on Arthur Craddock's behalf, a dying hired contract
Cleric Dave, man.
some other unsolved murder
Okay, I'm going to move there. Do I have a line of sight on?
as for Mr.
I believe.
Through Dave, yeah.
Let's just use the old arrow trick. You got a bit of a paladin Dave in your way, but you can see him.
Please use a cannonball.
his conviction for double murder.
That would be funny.
Mr. Craddock is likewise withdrawing the offer.
And obviously, he was obviously the persuasion to try and stand out. What we'll do is I'll get me crossbow out, and hold an action to see if,
Has now changed his mind.
and we'll shoot if he attempts to attack anyone.
Okay, now that you are actually closer, And we double check. Yep. Now that you are finally free of all that poison cloud and the other goo, and you have a clean line of sight on this guy, you can see that he has. I noted it before, but now that you're closer, it is very apparent how like that same magic you saw going through the plants and the vines and the foliage and such. It is. It might not be culminating here, but there is a lot of it here.
Yeah, that could be the potential source of the forest dying. We'll move through this.
And then you were holding your crossbow?
Yeah, so hold an action case to see if he attacks again. Anyone? That's pretty much it, because I can't do nothing with it. Well, spiritual weapon will move a bit closer, but I doubt it do much.
As you end your turn, more gas is going to seep up.
Oh, fuck
over
off,
here.
forest farts.
He got his many bum bum. Oh dear.
I don't think that's exact size, but I know minimum you guys are going to be in it. And I don't care to spend 5 minutes measuring it.
Can we just take that one instead? I like the little one better.
Tiny one.
Well, because it's radius 20, so like if it's here.
Honestly, Ash, the easiest thing to do is literally just do that and just.
Yep, that was. Yep. Okay, so that is including Gabriel as well.
Oh, come on, I'm feeling very hard done by here.
But it is also.
It's a poison cloud.
But
In that case, I'm not too fussed.
it is also himself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, like he. Luckily, somehow doesn't need to take that.
20-foot radius, I think.
Are we doing a Constitution saving throw?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bit further up though, Liam. It's not from there.
Well, if someone wants to move it, I can't move it.
It's from this
I
square,
can't,
Liam.
Okay. I'll move myself back in a second. I'm just only way I can move it. It needs to be a bit bigger, I think, maybe.
It doesn't matter.
That gives an
It
idea.
doesn't matter. We know who's in it.
Yeah. I just quick measured it instead.
I need to do a saving throw.
Yep.
I
On
got too
saving throw.
distracted by my measuring. By my drawing. Aww. I'm going to be poisoned.
It is DC 15, and it is 10 if you fail, or 5 if you don't, or 2 if you're Gabriel. Probably. Oh, no, 5 if you're Gabriel.
How?
I'm sorted, so 1 HP, is it?
No, 5.
No, I already
5.
halved.
Oh, like 5 then, okay.
Yep.
The first time you ran that, I noticed something on my character sheet, and I'm so glad that I still don't have to do it.
Are you vulnerable to poison or something?
No, I have advantage versus poison and poison resistance.
So does... Oh no, Gabriel actually rolls again as well, I think.
Oh, I'm roll again.
Because it's advantage on and saving throws? Yeah. So yeah, it is halved again to 2.
So gain 3 hit points back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. New gas cloud forms over you guys. And he's just staying in it at the moment. He is unfortunately locked in base contact with Gorgor. So he is just going to continue to try and get Gorgor off of him.
Don't forget that deer behind you, or whatever he is.
Oh,
That
yeah,
paladin.
right. I literally
Paladin.
couldn't see him.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He needs highlighting in this.
Yeah, no, he just ran at him. So yeah, he's going to retaliate on Paladin. Man.
Yeah.
Paladin.
Allagan.
Paladin.
I like that.
I do not believe 12 hits you, though.
No, it does not.
So yeah, just despite the big fog cloud, he's not able to harness it directly to inject more into you. And that is his
That's
turn.
not. But that's not. But damn it, the crossbow isn't even hit hard.
He was holding the
Crossbow.
crossbow. Were you holding it to make an attack?
Yeah, I was holding an action.
Then go for
I
it.
just missed.
He
It
did. Yeah.
missed.
Alrighty. Like, he leans forward and you see him going to be hostile, and you just, like, you shoot where he was as he moves to attack.
You just can't get the Daves. You just cannot.
No,
Dave's
you
all the
can't.
damage.
What are we doing, damage? What are we doing?
That is his entire turn, though.
Golgor, break him.
Right. Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Tree Man, but you've been a real pain in the arse, and also my arm, my chest, and a lot of other places. So I'm going to hit him with the Magic Monkey missile javelin. And
The one we've used, or a new one?
well, yeah, because it's in my hand, it's easier. I'm gonna hit him. There's a 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
I'm also going to use a cantrip, and I'm going to cast True Strike, so I get an additional 1d8 damage, because I really, truly hit him.
Yes, you do.
That's about as much as your catchphrase as I would like to rage for anyone else.
That is
Wait,
11 points of damage.
was that the monkey one again?
Yeah, it's the inert one, because I
Okay.
haven't put that one away and got a fresh one. I've just
Oh, okay. I was slightly concerned for a second.
whatever.
I would be too, but yeah.
But yeah, so like no, Gorgo just goes a stabbing and does a really, really shit damage.
I mean, damage is damage. At least it's consistent.
Yeah, it's consistently shit, but yeah. So that is Gorgo.
Gabriel. Reminder, the poison cloud is lingering.
5, 10, 20 to there, and I'll slap him.
Alrighty.
I don't get advantage now, do I?
Nope.
I fail my slap.
Do you have anything?
No, because I've burnt my other action, didn't I? My action surge.
I wasn't sure if you caught inspiration yet or not.
No one gives me inspiration. My
Fair
god
enough.
doesn't. Nobody doesn't.
I'll give you inspiration.
Oh, thank
You
you.
won't do anything, but I'll give it to you.
Thank you. I feel so
Alright, roll
bad
a
now.
wisdom save against,
I will roll a wisdom save.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Alright, you take 1d4 and disadvantage on your next attack roll.
No!
You were inspired. You were negatively inspired, but you were inspired.
No, I'm teasing. You're fine.
We aren't.
I mean, factually, it was a vicious mockery. I'm just not enforcing it. Or we're just gonna assume Liam has a really low charisma modifier.
You just can't get the Daves, can you? You really
My
cannot.
charisma is plus
No,
3,
you're
apparently.
Liam.
Liam,
Oh.
Yes, Liam,
Yours.
your charisma is 3. You're correct.
Oh,
Oh,
a silent one.
I'm gonna walk in and try and gut punch it.
Yep.
As an 8. Do.
That
Oh,
is a
it's
hit.
with advantage, isn't it? Because now I'm in
Yep.
You're welcome.
I'm sure I wasn't here sooner. I'll stick with the 16 for a 21.
Nah, take the
That is a hit.
take the crit.
take the one.
So that would be 9 points of damage as I gut punch him. And then as he kind of like falls forward a little bit, I'm just gonna like proper uppercut him to get him under the chin to hopefully like, you know, make him bite his tongue. Because that is horrible.
He is looking
Oh,
very...
for 18.
That is a hit.
Oh, and another 8 points of damage.
Alright. He is not yet down, but you can hear the words "finish him" echoing through the announcer's voice.
Through the glaive.
Oh,
Blade.
I will end my turn then. So I saw who was next up.
Paladin
I'm
Dave.
teeing him up. Come on, Dave. You can knock him down. You can take him.
I'll give him a
Dave.
smack with my sword.
You can see he looks staggered and off balance.
Oh, it's time to get the final hit in. I do have advantage, don't I?
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Why did I draw a line then? I don't know, but I did. Oh.
That is a hit.
Oh. 16 damage.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Liam, how do you want to do this?
10, please.
He turns around. A 4, please. I'd like to 4 this.
Yeah, I just thought give him a little poke in the knee and he just falls over.
No longer an adventurer.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Is this going to be like the Monty Python, the Black Knight sort of
Yeah.
drink?
Yeah.
We'll call it a draw.
How do I want to do this? Kind of like just do a jab through the sternum, the chest sort of area.
Yeah.
But,
And as you pull your blade out, you do see proper blood gush from the actual wound, but you do see them cough up that same black ichor that you saw come from the demons that you encountered when you first arrived in this land,
okay.
as he collapses to the ground in a mix of the two fluids.
Is the fog clouded around after he died?
Nope, it goes down the moment he does.
Okay. So I'm going to check that one off for a second, Bob. Should be okay then. Yay! Good job, everybody.
That is the end of initiative, unless you guys are murder hoboing each other. As he collapses to the ground with the final gasp.
Good. This fog cloud, I presume, is starting to go.
It fades very rapidly.
Yeah.
I will keep my eye out for any more vines or angry tree people.
Okay.
Oh no, Dave! Come back, Dave.
Did he die?
Yep.
What?
I didn't need to do. He's back.
Dave,
Yeah,
you
jeez.
watch as Dave just died instantly.
Do you still have stage? Oh yeah, you still have a stage track.
We just hear in a very far off distance a snapping of fingers, and then
As no one significant was lost.
Oh.
I think my detect magic would drop by now.
probably did from the amount of damage you took. But
Yeah.
So what were those things? Why were they so angry? I'm saying this as I'm looking around.
Yeah. Going to start actually cast it again.
Ritual casting what? Detect magic.
Detect
again?
magic, yeah.
Okay. While you do that, party, you have 10 minutes of post-combat discussion, whatever you wish to do with that.
Well, I have asked a very valid question, but no one has answered me.
you
But
have
that is
no
okay.
idea. About.
I was kind
Nobody cares.
I was kind of hoping that the plant person would answer.
Are you talking about the plant person we killed, or the person we asked plant things to?
The second one.
Don't think she can talk right now.
Oh yeah, she's a monkey. Anyway, I'll continue lucking around.
One thing you two got in common then.
That wasn't meant to be with advantage.
Okay. Gorgor's keeping an eye out, looking around, surveying surroundings. Rest of the party.
I have absolutely no idea.
I'm going to go and meditate for a bit.
Alrighty.
So I'll just stick where I am, really.
think we should. I mean, I am by no means qualified or even have the knowledge of how to do so. I think we should probably have a look into whatever he was, because that looks a little bit like he's been taken over by something.
Yeah. Well, I noticed, and I'm kind of like saying this as I'm still looking around. I noticed that the blood that he spewed up was like what the demon monkey and the other things that we fought, the things that came through the portal. It's the same as those.
So, some sort of possession by the looks of it now.
Well, I don't know if anyone owned him, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to find out. I'm not too good at dice. Would any of you fine religious folk be able to take a look at this and see if you notice anything, or if you've got any knowledge of how to inspect bodies rather than just make them?
I will want to finish detecting cash magic. Unless Paladin Dave can decipher anything.
Let's see, unless Lovie, have you got anything you can assist by at least showing me what I need to cut up, or Paladin Dave?
I tried to command the body, but nothing will work.
Telling it to not be a corpse anymore won't help. I mean, it's a good idea, but not when I'm probably gonna try and take a look at it, because I don't want it to try and eat me. I'm a lot smaller than you, it'll only take a few bites.
I never can help that much, to be honest. Not right now.
Okay, ape climb tree. Roll me athletics with advantage.
It doesn't already come with a climb speed.
I don't think they do mechanically, but they should.
Mechanically, I have a climb speed of 30.
Oh, even better.
No need.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if they had one. I'm just like, screw it. Give it advantage if I'm,
Yeah, no.
Then yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't have a climb speed. Yeah. Okay.
Monkey time.
So that will be a no for any help from Lovie.
Well, should we, rather than poking at the dead tree person, shouldn't we just go and try and find more of them? Or maybe where he lived, because if he lived with more of them, and if he was making the forest fart, then that was pretty... He might be the reason why the trees are dying.
Right, but if you can see here, and I kind of point to like where he was bleeding normal blood and where he was bleeding the not normal blood, you can see this basically, like, he got a sickness, Gogo.
Yeah.
And we need to make sure that we're not going to catch the sickness, and maybe if we do find anybody else with it, we can maybe cure them of the sickness. This might even be the sickness that's high in the forest as well.
I could do with curing myself.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to find the special tree that Lovie needs to find, because she thinks that can help, and I don't know, but it seems pretty bad around here. So.
I kind of, as you say that, I kind of point over towards Paladin Cleric. I thought it was their tree. It was their map that we were supposed to be following.
But didn't Lovie speak with a weird person that said that they did rituals at the tree that they found the map for? And she said
that was just in the forest. They do the weird things we don't understand.
Well,
they didn't specify the tree.
As far as I thought, it was that tree.
I think Lovie would prefer it to be that tree as well, because that would make all of the sense for all of us.
Well, that's what I thought it was. So that's what I was trying to find that tree for.
We'll find out, but we need to make sure that this sickness won't hurt everything else. So
Well, it's already
you continue to keep an eye out to make sure no more
okay.
things keep an eye on us. I'll have a look into it. Paladin Dave, do you mind just making sure if you spot anything that you might find a bit creepy or wrong looking, like that you were trained to notice, do you mind helping me with that?
I'll just point to the corpse.
I'm presuming you were trained to notice the signs of something wrong beyond just that it's
Yeah.
possessed.
I mean, that's not right, you know.
I'll make the medicine check without help then.
Oh,
Good try, good try.
Good hustle, good hustle.
I mean, I know things are wrong, so can have a look. Oh, we went to the chick medicine.
Ooh.
I was asking for either a medicine or a religion check to help see what the demonic possession is and how we can fight it.
Oh, I thought you meant looking round afterwards. And it
No,
meant
you
right now.
I asked for the religious people. Can you help me with religious shit? And you gave me more sass than I did.
Yeah, there we go.
You give me more sass than the silent treatment monkey.
It just makes me so I'm sorry.
Michael's sudden outburst then was fucking perfect.
Just clip it. However you do it.
Yeah,
just do it.
I have put a marker down. We are saving that. That is cool as shit.
Yeah, I look at my religious guidance for you know.
If nothing else, you guys are entertaining. Especially today, you guys are extra on point and off topic, but you know.
I am glad we can assist Ash and make you giggle. And everyone else, hopefully, maybe. Kinda. Not really.
Yeah, the audience. Well, at least we're good for the audience. Right. Do I discover anything with my medicine check as I look over this body? And I have vague memories of Holy Scripture remembered at me.
Okay. At the very minimum, it is clear that it's the black ichor is intermingled with, but it hasn't like. Finn also wouldn't have familiarity with this specifically, but he's also not like untransforming. Like he's not physically warped by this beyond small changes. Like he's still generally what he was while you were fighting him. But it is very thick, and it's almost like it was 50-50, like back and forth. Like it was coursing through him and settling in him, but it hadn't fully taken hold. But it was very unpleasant. It was possession would be a strong wording for it, because he's not specifically like there's not a demon inside of him at a glance. But he was definitely being corrupted and warped by this in some capacity. Outside of the black ichor, he seems fairly healthy and normal for what you would expect from crazy druid lives in forest.
Oh, there's one currently up a tree, so.
Yeah, like Lovie has a benchmark. They're in similar health, other than one being alive and one being dead.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I just had a moment where I just kind of had a thought and then it quickly shifted round. I'm guessing Lovie's ape fur is filled with little insects and shit from when she transformed.
Yeah, she's like wearing them half the time. She just has her little collection.
Because they didn't shift with her, so she's just got them in her fur.
I mean, that would be in her wheelhouse of flavor, but
It just a moment of just like it's like the other game where it was
like the spider in your hat and stuff.
Yeah. No, it was like the other game when we teleported with like the swarm. When I teleported with the swarm keeper wearing his swarm. How many actually made it through?
Like 5 of them made it through intact. Like 10 of them were ripped in half. The other like 50 are just flying around chaotically.
Uh-huh. Right. So yeah, I have what information I have. I share with the rest of the group. It looks like, well, he seems to have been being corrupted by whatever this is. So it might have been something I can't tell if it's something he ate or if it's the magic in the area that's corrupted him. But we should probably continue to have a little bit of a look further. Well, he was blocking that way, so I suggest we carry on going that way. Pointing in the general direction where he was blocking and where we were going.
Well, Dave, are we still going that way, or do we need to go anywhere else? Because you saw the things in the world.
Just give me a moment while I finish this spell off.
Lovie, do you see anything in the direction that looks vaguely dangerous that we should head towards?
Oh yeah, she's still a monkey.
and she's up the tree, so she might be able to spot something.
Give her a banana and she'll be all monkey.
I whisper to Gorgor, if she hears you talking like that, she's going to throw her shit at you.
Yes, like a monkey.
And I will,
Yeah,
I will whisper back. You're small and light enough that I could use you as a shield for it.
But what if I want to dodge it? You're tall enough to block it.
Well, frankly, I don't give a shit. I just let you take it instead.
Well,
The forest.
It's not you giving the shit, it's her.
The forest gets too thick to the rough eastern direction. Though in this open clearing that you guys kind of have from Lovey's vantage point, she can see a decent-sized water source to the southeast.
I will point over in that direction. Like, you know when I do the sloth thing? So I'm almost like hanging by my hands and then just point one arm out towards that direction. And then I will jump onto Gogor's back.
Alright, that's fine.
Cool. Give me a catch saving throw.
I'm going to assume strength, because hold up.
Yeah, okay. You're fine. She's not like a giant ape or whatever.
Gorgor's strong.
Just, she did jump from, a good few feet up.
Yep.
And then I will point again in that direction over Gogor's shoulder.
And I will go in that direction straight away. And entirely forgetting that Paladin, Cleric, the other one, is doing a spell. And I will just immediately take off.
I think you're forgetting someone.
Still going. Like he's gone. Like immediately forgets and just goes.
I would have thought by then you would have pinged off.
Yeah, you do eventually finish your ritual in there somewhere.
Yeah.
The second the monkey's on my back, Gorgor's like, right, it's go time, baby, let's go.
I'm pretty sure that's a metaphor for having a problem, but sure.
Yeah.
But now that stuff has died down a bit, you do see the magic has started fading from the druid. Like he's still just there's a lot of magic just everywhere in this place. It's very heavily influenced by magic. But in particular, he's, the magic is fading a little bit from him and around him. The forest itself still seems alive with it, though you can't quite as easily find the flow of it anymore.
More difficult.
But beyond that, in your immediate 30-foot radius, there's not really anything too crazy drawing your attention.
No.
Like nothing out of what you've been seeing throughout the rest of the forest.
Yeah, looks like the magic on this one's starting to fade now.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm still going where Love Monkey or Monkey Lovey or whatever is pointing.
Although it's faded a little bit, it's still the direction's still the same. Google.
Okay.
So I would suggest we move on and just carry on looking towards that direction.
Yeah.
Just stay out. Just don't get into any fights with monkeys.
No, I'm not gonna get into a fight with Lovey. She's on. I'm carrying her.
I hope not.
So yeah, Gorgor and Monkey will continue.
Okay.
Oh, head off. Continue it southwest.
Yeah.
Southeast?
Yeah, go
Southeast, sorry.
southeast, which is where Lovey saw the water. Go in that direction as quick as we can.
Yep.
Alright, so as you guys make your way that way, assuming everyone goes with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Let's see where it can take us.
As you get closer, you don't immediately see any maple trees, but you do see a large number of trees are warped and twisted. And you could roughly, if you were still consulting your quote-unquote treasure map, you could roughly make out some of these trees share similar shapes to what you were looking at on it. Unless you haven't pulled it out at all today, at which point...
Obviously, as we're getting closer, well, going deeper in, take it, there's more dead trees than the alive ones.
Yep.
Looks like at least going in the right direction.
Well, yeah, it's getting worse down here. It's not good.
Yeah. Oh dear.
So yeah, I will go right up to the water's edge with Lovey, and
Hey, what you were going to say, Danny? Yup, monkey.
That's what I was gonna say. That then stop. I will take Love Monkey to the water's edge, and I will say to her, "Is this where you were pointing? Is there anything we need to find?"
And they called it monkey love. How do you communicate without speaking now?
They've got a very low way of communicating.
Is there anything else we need to find? Lovey will point upriver, like further in, if that makes sense. As in, she's suggesting that we head further into the forest, into the nasty area. Does that make sense? So follow the water.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay then. So again, I literally following Lovey's orders by the gestures she does. Gorgo takes her as far as he needs to.
Alright.
Before we disappear, I just want to have a quick look at this water.
Sorry, I'm just going to say, this is going to be good for when I am in animal form in the future, because it means that we're going to create a set of, sign language almost. Because it always happens.
I'd say at this
Just
point,
beating on
Lovey,
his
I'd
chest.
say at this point, Lovey does hear in her head. Well, you could just talk to me like this. It's much easier.
What the fuck? And then, oh god. As she tries to like cover it. Like, you know when people speak with their heads to see if there's like a mind reader nearby or whatever.
That's fucking
She's
great.
doing it effectively to block it out.
That's funny.
But yeah.
I'd say just as all of that noise is happening, I just kind of. This still counts as a version of talking, right?
Oh dear.
And the connection just drops for a moment, and there's a grin on Finsire's face.
Good. Back to whoever was actually, furthering the mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he
And-
wanted to check,
and-
when he wanted to investigate the water.
And as we're
Yeah.
walking, I will like kind of be mumbling to myself a little bit as Gorgon normally does, and then we'll start talking to Lovie, like basically explaining. Oh, did you see the crystals worked? Although they shocked me a little bit, but they shocked him as well. So, and just off on a tangent, just talking about. Oh, did you see I use them? I used the javelins you bought me. Stuff like that.
She'll just nod along, like she's listening.
Yeah, it's like an excited.
interest.
It's almost like an excited child when they're just going off on a ramble.
Oh yeah, she's fully invested in it. But
While
Finchar
still screaming in her head. I'm listening, for God's sakes, don't be listening.
Yeah.
You know that meme, the whole hey, are you asleep? Being from like the brain speaking to you. I could just do that to Lovie before I go to bed, and that's it. I could just say hello. That's it. She's gone.
Sorry, you put me in bed with Lovie? Is that what you just said?
No. When like if you listened, which I know you want because you're trying to give us the silent treatment. I said I would try and make you stay up all night screaming in your head because you thought I might be listening in.
Sorry, you'll make sure I'm up all night screaming. Oh my god,
By all means, continue to go that way. Who's the one derailing it now?
Oh my, so bold. So bold.
I did not. This has been getting to be chaotic before Saturday, so leave me alone. And tomorrow. Oh dear.
You need to get the fun chaos out now before you have the breakdown.
Mental breakdown,
Yeah.
and then the having to be the protector. Yeah, I go through all.
There's a whole lot.
Of
There's a
crazy,
whole
I
lot of
guess.
shit. Anyway,
Yeah.
Ash, you had a story you were trying to tell us.
But yeah,
Sorry.
so I continue at full speed, following the water sources, and if like Lovie point, I nearly said punches, but that's incorrect. Points in directions for me to go, I will follow those.
So the rest of us stood by the water investigating it whilst Gorgor runs off with Lovie.
Well, I said I went off, and no one stopped him, because then everyone stopped to investigate the wall, but we were still going.
Last time anybody tried to tell you to stop and wait, you ignored.
It's fair, and it's happening again.
Yeah.
You've got to remember what Gorgor is. You can't just leave it be.
Yeah, we know. We did tell you, but you ignored, so... Anyway, so what's this water like, as the cleric investigates?
Yes.
It is
Yeah.
a lot cleaner and more serene than the dead trees, the withered, corrupted plants would lead you to expect.
Oh.
And there is still some greenery around the waterway as well as and in greenery in and around, though it's not circling the edges, like it's not, oh, this water is radiating life to around it, like, there is still some dead around it, but at the very least everything seems healthier closer to the water. And it's kind of like a lake spill out that goes into, river further down. And yeah, I mean, the water itself doesn't appear overtly magical. Doesn't seem to have any specific magic leaning properties at a glance. Though it does seem, just healthy is the best I can really give it.
Yeah, so there's no like magic currently around the water at all.
Yeah, there's no schools of magic enchanting this lake or buried in this lake or anything like that.
Is there like a gap between obviously where the forest magic is and where the water is?
Hmm.
On the edge of the bed.
I understand the question. I'm just thinking about it for a second. It's like I understand, like it doesn't stop abruptly. Like it's not like, oh, there's magic here. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, there's magic here. There's suddenly no magic here, and then the water is fine. It doesn't seem to be containing magic. It doesn't seem to be holding, but like, a half fallen into the water log is still magic all the way through, kind of thing.
Right.
So the dead things seem to have a lot fainter magic in them overall than the live stuff does.
Good to know. Yeah, it looks like the water is free from any magic. Although the dead trees' magic doesn't seem to be restricted. It does slightly overlap, but not touching the water.
Okay.
Shall we go and catch the two lovebirds up?
Love monkey. Do you mind if I have a look at the map for a second, just so we've got another pair of eyes knowing what we're looking for?
Be my guest.
So can I now do a comparison between the map and the surroundings, just so I can sort of gain some understanding?
You may absolutely roll. I want to say investigation at that point if you're like studying the map to.
I'll give
like
you some
breaking it
guidance.
down, it would be investigation to look at the map and then perception to like match it up. But
So investigation first, then perception. Okay. And you gave me guidance, yeah?
Yeah, whichever one you want.
I'll go the first one. 14 on kind of studying the map. And then 24 to look around the area to try and match everything up.
Nice.
All right. So I did give a little bit of an at the start when you guys came down this area, but I will elaborate further on that one. Like, you're definitely in the right ballpark. Like, there's no, oh, it's that one big maple tree from the drawing, but given how warped some of these trees and plants are, layout-wise, the terrain definitely seems similar here in particular. Like, while you don't have the big maple tree here, you do have, oh, hey, here's the rest of that tree line. Here's some of that water at an angle. You're definitely in the rough vicinity of wherever you're trying to get to relative to this.
So, okay. Kind of matching it, like matching any ideas. Can I get anything from the terrain of where we might need to go?
Well, relative to this picture, this quote-unquote map, it was very much a first-person perspective looking at an overall place. There was no X marks the spot here because it was supposed to be like a personal like reminder of, oh yeah, it's at this place. But you are definitely not at the perfect angle, but you can definitely see different pieces of that picture in front of you.
Okay, so kind of lining that up with where the image, like lining up the pieces as best I can. What's the line we need to follow for it? Like if I was to start like either stepping forward or stepping back.
After some adjusting around, standing roughly like here and looking this way, you would have where the person who drew it was standing when they made it. What that means relative to what, like whatever is on the map is still open to interpretation, but this would be the stand here and look this way to know where you were originating from.
So it's either that direction or we just need to continue on this way. And they're going quite far, so I Suppose we follow them for now along the river to see if we get where we need to. Otherwise, we at least know here is the point we need to come back to move on from. Yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Then shall we follow our orcish brethren?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes.
Lead the
Or
way.
two or both
Gorgor.
orcish.
Gorgor is leading the way. I think we need to go and catch him up.
Yeah. Stop their monkey business.
Way to come back, Gorgor.
Oh well, I'd imagine with how long you guys have been, and I've specified multiple times Gorgor's going
we
full
follow after
full
them.
speed, so not like dashing, but definitely the full 30. So 30 foot around for however many 6 seconds you guys have been.
Danny, do you know you're muted?
Yeah, I knew that.
I heard you on your... I just heard you very lightly on Twitch talking like I'm dashing, and it's like, are you? I can't see you in Discord.
No, what I said was, I have specified a couple times, I'm not dashing, but I am going full speed.
Yeah.
So I've been going 30 foot around for however many lots of 6 seconds.
So we would have to dash to catch up.
Right. So I mean, yeah, you guys are gonna have to like, if you're just you're gonna have to actually just be chasing after at that point. If
Now we do our chase scene.
yeah, okay. So Gorgor, you roll athletics, and then you guys wait. No,
Runaway bride.
just like on Monday, except this time Gorgor, the avalanche you're running away from is other people.
That sounds deeply metaphorical, on like a real spiritual level. The avalanche was the people you ran away from all along. That sounds like some psychological, like psychiatrist bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, eventually Gorgor is going to slow down
Makes sense.
to some extent, just to keep his bearings of where he's going, or like he's still free to charge ahead. It's just like you can only do so much charging ahead before you're like, wait, where was I? You know.
I'm following the pointer.
Yeah.
The pointer monkey.
But eventually, the orcish pair, following the river, there is still some dead, some withered, some, warped foliage along the path, across the path, etc. But you are eventually going to come to what seems to be another large clearing. Orcalites.
Instead of acolytes with the orcalites.
Yep. And it's not immediately at the river, but you can see a fairly significant tree, like from where you are. It clearly looks not man-made, but well-groomed and well-kept. Like,
Yeah.
nobody made this clearing, but this clearing is tended to. With a large tree, a small altar, and some other accessories. And I would imagine that would at the very least slow Lovey up enough where
She'd want to take
you
a
guys
look
could
at
take it from there.
Yeah.
You're still a good bit ahead of the party, though.
Well, if Lovey pointed it out, Google would stop and allow it to look it over and stuff, and just take it up to it.
I will point it out.
So, Google will take.
And I'll kind of tug on his shoulder a little bit on his clothes to get his attention, so I can point him round to it. Not in like a mush horsey kind of way, but just in a, oh, look over here, mate, kind of way.
Google will take Lovey over to the tree, so she may inspect it as she seems interested in the tree.
I climb tree and just have a little ferret around.
You absolutely may.
Investigation or perception?
Investigation, because you're like looking over the tree and
That would be an 18.
Towards the top of the tree, you do find a moon symbol engraved, not engraved, almost naturally engraved, like the tree grew around and with the moon-like symbol towards the top of it. And this tree does stand like there are no other trees near it, and it's definitely maybe 50% taller than the other trees in your immediate eye line.
It's okay. And it seems to be... Oh, I'm getting confused. Yeah. Sorry. I'm like, is this the tree that we're all looking for? Or is this just the tree I'm looking for? But yes, I'll carry on looking.
It's the tree you're looking for.
Team Dandave was just looking for a maple tree as a landmark to the treasure map, out of character.
Yeah. And we're near a water source as well, aren't we? Like we saw in the... can I look for a secret door, a knob anywhere? Anything like that?
You absolutely can. I mean, that would just
like,
be lumped in with the investigation.
Can I look for a cave, even? Because I know there was meant to be an entrance nearby to something. By guessing from the marker. Like, can I do a quick perception?
Yeah.
That's a 14, I'm afraid. A little bit lower than
it's not excessively hidden, like it is tucked away out of eye line, but it's more tucked away to keep out random passersby animals and less tucked away to keep out other things. But there's a small hatch that seems to lead to the underneath inside of the tree behind the altar. Like altar, some empty space, and then kind of like a trap door into the tree at the base.
Ah. I will point it out to Gorgo and do like a monkey. I kind of open it a little bit and then let it close, but gently, just to prove there's a door. Look, door.
Huh. I will climb the tree to try and meet her to see this door.
Well, the altar's at the base of the tree.
Oh.
She climbed to the top to get a better view of just general surroundings and investigate the hole.
Sorry, carry on.
Okay.
I was just going to say, I've been doing the standard thing of literally like looping about on tree branches, jumping over to Gorgo, back onto tree branches, and just being a little bit like I'm in some sort of like jungle
jam?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll go over to where she's like opening and closing this door, and I'll open it and like stick my head inside and have a look around.
As you do, there seems to be a little bit more of a fleshed out... Like outside, it looks like here's an altar to leave offerings to, and then underneath it almost seems like an underground church-esque kind of layout in a very small, crowded area. Currently empty. But there's just a few rows of benches, a small little podium at the top.
I will kind of put my hand on Gorgo's shoulder and almost like look back to where we came.
Well, I reckon the churchy people might want to be interested in this because it looks churchy.
I will point back to the way we came.
Do you reckon there are nuggets in there?
I'll shrug. Monkey shrug. And then I will, oh god, using my finger on the muddy ground will draw maybe. But it doesn't come out quite right. And it ends up looking like it says Mayday? Or it is literally May. And I just lose focus.
No, I'm about to say it's supposed to be maybe. It comes out as muddy. You just write muddy in the mud.
We'll make sure we show them. Gorgo's going to cast message, to
He's
try
gonna
and
shout.
He's gonna shout.
don't do the punchline before me, guys. He's going to cast message so that the Daves may understand, as he's going to shout at the top of his lungs. We've found some sort of church thing. It might have a nugget. Guys.
Sorry, I think that was just one of those moments where Rose and I looked at each other, looked back, Gorgor looked back at each other, and we're just like, yep, he's gonna shout.
Shout. Yeah.
Don't let me do the punchline and then
I
go,
know.
and then you go, both can go, we fucking knew it. Don't beat me to the punchline, guys.
Sorry. I think it was more just that, like, intrinsic.
I know.
Oh, dear.
It was not intentional.
It fucking was intentional, don't you lie to me.
Punchline 10 times. After a while, we're gonna just tell you what it is.
It damn well was intentional and you know it, but it is okay. It's fine.
Yeah, I know it's fully intentional, but if you say it 10 times, we're allowed to start repeating the punchline back to you. At this point, it's a catchphrase.
Gorgor has never cast message yet.
He has. A couple of times, I think.
I've cast friends. I've cast command.
So you cast...
I don't believe so. I may have, and I may have just forgotten, but oh well. It doesn't matter. So, like, Gorgor starts shouting that there's a church, it might have a nugget. Guys... And then, like, we'll kind of semi-repeat after about 10 seconds or so.
Other team, have you just been following the river in an attempt to follow Gorgor in your sightline? He hasn't really been stealthy on moving through here.
No.
Yeah, would have picked up his destruction.
Yeah, that's fine.
Destruction is a bit of an intense word. You've just been talking to Lovey. You could have said that you heard that. Oh dear.
Dear.
Some finders, though.
Yes, you do eventually find the person who's trying to be found.
Hey, Axie, dude. Gorgor
It's not a very high
does.
DC.
Gorgor requires
Yeah, we've like
all of the gold pieces.
Sometimes you just don't find what you're looking
How are you
for,
doing?
do you? Really?
You alright? As is requested by chat, Gorgor needs more gold pieces, by the way.
How does that sound?
What?
Don't blame me, blame Axie.
Cool. What's Gorgor want to do with golf?
Well, the last time he
Legit.
bought them
Go.
monkey crystals, so, you know.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we're all scared. Like, very.
Well, he electrocuted himself with them, hasn't he? Once.
Yep.
To be fair, like, it is no offense, but if Google has a taser, he'd probably tase himself.
Hey,
Yeah.
somebody finally figured it out.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, we know.
I guessed as much. It's very, like, we don't really have tasers in England, so...
No, we do.
That's fair.
Like,
Actually, yeah, we do, Rose. It's, one
We
of the-
do?
it's the primary tool of a cop.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, how many cops do you see every day?
Probably a lot more than you do, given how you talk.
Yeah, probably.
Clearly,
I'm also
yeah.
not aware of my surroundings.
Plus, you are
It
very
is a problem.
posh, so you seeing coppers is probably a lot more unlikely.
But yes, it's finally been said, so I can at least poke at it. Gorkor basically bought a few, like, you know, ladies' pocket tasers.
Oh dear.
Fucking take it.
Well,
Well, he wanted something
Mine
for
is
self-defense so that he could, you know, like...
Well, at least he's safe now when his night's out.
exactly, we just got to get him a whistle next.
Well,
Thank you, Ash, for getting the joke.
Gorgo has a whistle. He uses his lips.
I,
I'm just not going to go further with this. I'm just going to stop it there.
Moving on.
I'm guessing eventually we hear Gorgor's
Yeah.
random
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
managed to catch up.
muttering.
Yep. And you guys find Gorgor standing over a little kind of hatch.
What we found, Gorgor?
Well, Lovie pointed out this tree to us, and then she found a door in the, and it's like a church inside. And I said maybe the god people would know more, and I said because it's a church, it might have a nugget in it, maybe.
Ooh. Has anyone been inside it yet?
Well, no, because Lovey suggested to forget you people because you people are the god people. So I couldn't send message from inside. It would be much harder. So I waited outside to shout you.
That's fair enough. Anyone good at finding traps?
Oh my god, we don't have a rogue in the past anymore since the vampire ran away. All our loot!
Yeah.
No.
We have no money, just by the way, chat, because we had a character who stole all the loot and then legged it into the sunset.
You know, typical D&D horror stories. The usual.
Like, this is the stuff that ends up,
Hey,
giving you nightmares.
This is the shit that ends up on Reddit.
Okay, here's the thing though, right? I like to think of it as the fact is we've never had that situation before. Now we have the experience. And now we're all richer for it.
No, we're not. That's the point.
Okay, Matthias is richer for it, but sure.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to cast guidance on myself. I'm going to check for traps
Okay, doke.
before entering in.
I will help. Look for the traps.
Okay.
Thank you, Paladin do.
Mhm.
Assisting or...
I'll be assisting you, yeah.
Right, yeah. So...
Allow us there, see rock with that trap.
Isn't there a spell? Traps. I think this is a new spell for Gorgor where he just runs into them. Technically, finding them, find traps. That's what it's called. Danny?
I'm listening, and I am. You have piqued my interest. Literally, that's what I do sometimes. I just have open the list of, like, all the spell names, and I just look at them and go, "How can I twist bullshit into these?" That's literally all I do sometimes. I just look at the spell list.
Well, technically, you would find traps by running into them.
Found them.
I mean, obviously, unless we could do heat.
Yeah, so you poke around and you're not immediately seeing any. You're not seeing any catches. You're not seeing any springs. You're not seeing any pressure plates. Nothing apparent like that stands out to you. It does look fairly empty once you poke your nose inside. Repeating back, it looks like a fairly emptied out church. Few benches. Like, church is putting it loosely, but it's. There's some benches. There's a podium up at the top. It doesn't look very, like, traditionally religious, obviously, but D&D has thousands of religions, so
yeah,
what is traditional? But
is it like
it just looks like a gathering hall with where you would have a preacher of some sort. Good.
Is it well lit inside, like candlelight, or is it completely like dark?
There is only a faint glow about the room.
Yeah, that's you.
Anyone with decent nature, I believe Lovie poked her nose in as well as Gorgor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say faint glow from glow spores.
Okay.
Okay, I will cast then light into the room just to brighten up for everyone.
Alrighty.
So we got a bit of a better view of the area.
Yeah, I was assuming someone in there who'd poked their head and had dark vision, but yeah, it's very faint, and you can still kind of see in the dim light either way. But you brighten up the room a good bit. You don't see anyone in it. You don't see any, like, with your poking around for traps, like, nothing feels weighted or spring-loaded. You haven't searched the entire room yet. You've only searched, like, poking your head in the entrance because you didn't want to enter into a place that might be trapped.
It seems like the coast is clear, so going to try and cautiously walk into the tree.
As he's stepping forward for that, Flynn, slightly at the back, is offering a slight little prayer of "Please forgive us for whatever bullshit we're about to do, just offered up in general to all the gods, to whichever one we're just about to bring the temple of.
Yep.
Can hear, and we're just like, I'm sorry for whatever they're about to do.
What atrocities we're about to commit.
Yeah, basically. I mean, unless he absolutely has to, he's not stepping in there.
And I think while Flynn is looking up at the sky to do this,
I'm also offering a few prayers down. I know there are a few gods below as well.
yeah, metaphorical sense,
Yeah.
not a. But yeah, I think that is where we're just gonna roll credits. That like, please forgive me for whatever the fuck it is we're about to do. And scene.
Yeah.
And speaking of end scene, it is 10 o'clock.
Yes.
Perfectly timed.
And it's like 9, but later.
Liam,
Yep.
hush.
Danny, we just don't. We've already had enough Liam moments today.
Yeah.
But because obviously because of Michael having to sort himself, and I think that's kind of like the perfect stop point in it, Ash.
Yep. But yes, that was why I said and scene. Like that's the end. Roll
Yeah.
credits. Me says roll credits, Danny. Yeah, I think this is a good place to end, in my opinion.
I'm just more confirming it because I didn't want to just cut you off in case you had any more. Okay.
It was funny.
I was being
Yeah.
sure. I was being courteous to you, Ashley.
I appreciate it.
It's a credits roll. It's a credits roll moment, and then it's the continuity announcer afterwards, just going, "Oh, and that was a very good episode, wasn't it?"
But we will pick this up in 2 more weeks. The next session of mine is in 2 days, where we pick up episode 46 of my campaign, where the party have arrived in Arbainum and have been doing a couple of things. This has arrived there, and we'll see how they continue with their adventure then. In terms of non-D&D stuff, we have shite going on Sunday. Sorry. Sunday, we're playing Dead by Daylight. First time in months. We have Eve, who's going to be joining us, as well as maybe a couple of other people. We'll hopefully see. I'll do an APBA on people and double check. But until then, come back Saturday, and we'll see how they get on then. I'm going to turn
I
off...
have a raid suggestion.
Oh?
A what?
Had a raid suggestion.
Oh, okay. Well,
Rage is playing Dead by Daylight.
I did see that, and I was actually going to, but I'm going to turn off the recording now for people that are on YouTube. So if you are watching in the future, hi.
Bye, YouTube people.
Hey.
Bye, YouTube.